for details.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring, perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman. Instead of talking about how great my law firm is, let's talk about autism awareness. In Central Florida alone, there are thousands of children on the autism spectrum, including my son, Jacob. I'm not asking for a donation, but just a couple seconds of kindness when you see one of our children out in public. It will make a huge difference. If you want or need any information concerning the autism community, contact me at jeff@whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
Hard Rock Live presents an evening with animal rescue advocate, motivational speaker, and star of Animal Planet's My Pack Life, Lee Asher from the Asher House, Thursday, May 30th at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and the Hard Rock Live box office.
Secure your roof's future today. Don't gamble with the elements. Book a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting now throughout May. Get 15% off any roof repair or replacement. Plus, enter for a chance to win $10,000 towards your next roof replacement at the iHeartMedia Orlando Dream Home Makeover. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your inspection. Offer ends May 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to change. Contact us for full details. Licensed and insured in Florida. CCC 057165. CBC 125. 8484.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Stand by.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Seline.
It is Friday, May 24th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Trump's vice president pick to Pope Francis makes a teenage boy a saint, and Doge, the famous crypto dog, has died. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
How's it going?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your messages rolling right into the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What
happened?
What happened?
We got a last-minute message. I checked.
What?
Just for the hell of it, I was like, let me look and see what's going on over here.
Might as well.
Last-minute message from the face transplant guy. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
We did it, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back, friend. You did it. You made it to the weekend.
Seizure warning at Sean's house.
I almost freaked out there, but, I'm hanging in.
Whoa.
Everything's okay? How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Chilling.
Yeah? All right. Good.
Fun Friday. How are you?
Memorial Day weekend is upon us, so we got that going on. And you guys got any big plans for Memorial Day weekend?
You
guys are in sync today.
Yes, we are. Did you get your period?
We're going to the farm tomorrow to
The farm.
do farm stuff.
Okay, so you just said that very nonchalant, as if you often go to the farm.
I'm going
Never heard of this farm.
to a farm.
For just farming.
We're probably just gonna get some fresh food and some raw milk.
Okay.
Why? Don't drink raw milk right now.
No.
Party guy.
I'm gonna make cheese out of it.
Oh, okay. How far is the farm?
I don't know. Ocoee. It's it's a
cool.
nice little drive. And then
This sounds more like an Ashley plan than a Seline plan because
No, Seline loves farms.
The reason is because I want to make cheese. So this was an Ashley plan that had me in mind.
Right.
All right.
So interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I'll be working some soccer games. We got Orlando Pride and Orlando City playing this weekend.
Ooh.
And then Sunday, I'll be zooming on over via Brightline to Miami.
Nice.
Oh, nice. All right,
Yeah.
go down south to see the family and whatnot. All right. Yeah, you know what sucks, though?
What's that?
Well, maybe Sunday. Would Sunday be the worst day for driving in terms of Memorial Day weekend? I wonder what that drive south is going to look like for you. You're not driving. You're in the
Exactly.
Brightline.
That's exactly why I did it. So I'll see all the traffic as I am
Big
zooming
brain
by
move.
it.
Yeah.
Thank
Was
you.
it expensive for a Brightline ticket?
Nope, it was not. It was they had a great deal going on, and all right, whatever. I already bought it, so it said.
Wait. What are you getting
Word?
defensive about?
Well, no, because what I'm about
All
to
right,
say.
whatever. I bought it, guys.
No, because
Lay off me.
It was 50 or 60% off tickets.
Wow.
For if you have a child.
You pretended you had a kid?
I have children. They're just of the animal kind. And they didn't ask me for proof of a child, so
Did you use a photo of Jackson or something?
Yeah. Could you imagine? I would, that one picture we do have together. But yeah, so it was a great deal. It worked out great. And I got for at least the ride there, the premium one. So I'm going to spend some time in the Brightline Lounge and enjoy myself. And
that's a felony, right?
No, it's not. Shut up.
Impersonating a parent for a discount deal in the state of Florida
Who's to say
is
I'm
a
not
felony.
a parent?
The
silence was deafening.
Well, I just think everybody is the answer.
I have 3 babies of my own, one of which has celebrated his 6th birthday.
You didn't give birth to those things. Those are animal dependents.
So, people that adopt
Tell
children.
my wife that because she still calls Lexi her firstborn.
Exactly.
People who adopt children still have children. They're not pets. They're not animals. Your dog is adorable, but Carl is not a human being. They
didn't ask me for proof, so there I am. I'm a parent riding on the Brightline this weekend.
Man,
50% off is a nice deal, too.
That's kind of like that education discount for Apple. You don't have to prove that you were in school.
It's not your fault, it's theirs, right? They're the dummies.
Saying too much. Love you, Brightline.
All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Wheel
son of
of
a
Fortune.
I did a little prayer that you wouldn't say the story
I'm
off
sorry.
the bat, but it is worth it. I completely
good.
understand. So
Too good.
here we go.
I couldn't leave it behind. There was a
so
gentleman on Wheel of Fortune last night, and he was ready for life. This guy
Not
was
great
ready to
at
go.
spelling, but
No,
he's ready for life.
I think it says something about his answer that you're going to hear in just a second on the show, that it didn't even fit in the puzzle.
No, it did not.
All right.
But you got to answer quick, man. What are you supposed to do?
It was right in his brain, though. Here we go.
We're here to meet these 3. Hi, how are you all?
Hi.
You got the right idea, Tyra. Everybody
How
grab
are ya?
those devices. Let's do it. Our first toss-up is worth $1,000.
Here we go.
Category is phrase, and off we go.
Letters are flipping. All right, we got
That's
it.
an exclamation point.
Exclamation point there at the end. We got just a couple.
All right.
Something in the boat?
Morris, right in the butt.
What?
Right in the
Go
butt.
back. We talked over it, please. It was
right
so
in the
quick.
butt. His guess is an aggressive one. And I want you to listen to a couple of things here, all right? Because we can zap into this moment a little bit more. Number one, listen, he says right in the butt is his guess for this puzzle on Wheel of Fortune, which is great. Then you can hear one of his fellow contestants audibly gasp along with the audience. And then I want you to listen to Pat Sajak's response and the way he handles all this, okay?
When's the last time you guys watched Wheel of Fortune?
Not too long ago.
I watched Celebrity Wheel the other day.
Does it start off that quickly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. This is one of the things. Well, no. But this is not a regular. This is not a regular round of Wheel of Fortune. This is when they automatically fill in the letters. Like you don't go. I want to guess T. I want to guess E or whatever. This is when they just do like a rapid round.
And then they filled it in.
Yeah.
They obviously got an exclamation point, and then his answer was what?
Right in the butt. All right.
Perfect.
So watch all of the things that happen around it.
Tavares, right in the butt.
What?
No.
No.
You go, no. Now one will go, what? I like it, man. What a brave dude. Right in the butt.
Now,
right in the butt.
What?
I like how he thought that would be the answer to a puzzle on television.
And the answer was, "This is the best," or something like that.
Something like that. Not like sexual at all. But is there another way? Like maybe he thought like nip it in the butt, which is not a thing, I don't think, right? It's nip it in the bud, I believe. Maybe he thought there was like an elementary way to excuse this, not in a sexual way, by saying right in the butt. But that it doesn't work.
That's
I don't
for sure
think.
the answer, Pat.
I don't. He was confident, but he did not get that one right. He gave it a shot, though. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get to you and your dispatches here on the show. We learned right before we kicked things off today. Morgan Spurlock from Super Size Me, the documentary about McDonald's, has died at just 53 years old. And they said it was from complications of cancer. He died Thursday night. It was a sad day as we say goodbye to my brother Morgan. His brother Craig Spurlock said, Morgan gave so much through his art, ideas, and generosity. Today, the world has lost a true creative genius and a special man. I'm so proud to have worked together with him. Now, I didn't hear much about his failing health ahead of this. It could be that he's doing another documentary where he gets real edgy and fakes his death, but it seems like maybe he just died here.
There's no way.
That would be a wild
thing?
twist. I don't think so. That's illegal. He would be in all sorts of trouble. But
is it illegal to fake your death?
I believe so. Yes, I think it is.
What
I'm
if
not
it's
100%.
like an art piece?
That's what he would probably argue. Look, he's
on
dead.
the Mo list for sure.
I'm almost positive Morgan Spurlock is dead here at 53 years old of cancer, which sucks so bad. Like, it's very young to die.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it on the Mo list. Sean thinks Morgan Spurlock is full of S on this whole dying thing.
I don't. I believe the family. I think that he really did die here. I interviewed Morgan Spurlock years and years ago. He was a nice guy when I chatted with him. That was after he had done his documentary.
Super Size Me.
No, what was the one where...
The greatest movie ever sold?
Yes, the greatest movie ever sold was what he was working on at that time.
Interview him in person?
No, he just was a phoner and talked to him for like 20 minutes or something. And it was nice. He ended up in a bad spot because even though he had a bunch of documentaries and he had a company that released all sorts of other documentaries under his name and things were going well, he was in the whole cancellation thing. I forgot exactly what he was accused of doing. I think it was like abusive stuff. Like he was verbally abusive to his former partner or something. And that was one of those things that he just faded away. Like he apologized and faded away after that happened. And I didn't hear about his name until now. I, 53 years old.
Weirdly enough, met him on Memorial Day.
Did you really?
At Finn Henry's.
What?
He was just there. He had just, I think, finished Greatest Movie Ever Sold, and he was just there drinking.
Weird. And he had just got done talking to me. And he was like, that was such a bad conversation. I have to get hammered right now.
Well, this is crazy because I actually have never
have a child with Morgan Spurlock.
Yes, I do, and that's why I got 50% off Brightline. Thank you.
It all comes out now. Memorial Day weekend is a big one. Many of you are on the move, going to families' houses and friends' houses to celebrate the Memorial Day weekend. Should be a nice one. Sabrina is going down to Miami to be with her family. There's about
just Dad.
Really, about 44 million people are going to be joining you this weekend traveling.
In Miami.
Good.
Not
Come
just in
on
Miami,
over.
thank God. 44 million people hitting the roads, the open ocean, rails, and skies for this Memorial Day weekend travel day, or I guess several days running up to it. What do you think the number one destination is for people on Memorial Day weekend? I was mildly surprised by this, but do you have any thoughts as to what that would be?
I mean, is it in the state of Florida?
That's Orlando's in the top 6. Miami's number 5.
Huh.
So it is going to be busy in Miami.
There is a number 1, though.
Yeah, there is a number 1. It's not in the state of Florida.
Let's go. Memorial Day. Where are they buried?
I'll give you this. Our folks in Rochester, the state of New York and the city of New York, actually, is number 2 on the list. Los Angeles is number 3. Number 1, Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where most people are heading. I was kind of surprised by that. I was like, all right, I guess,
you know what? I believe that I had gone to Las Vegas. No. I went to California around this time.
Did you?
And then I went to the Magic Castle. And that's when the Magic Castle is the place where the magicians go and hang out and stuff. But it was all veterans, the magician veterans.
Magician veterans. That is a speciality right there.
It really was. And I got to say.
These are veterans who have served in the military, or these are people who have served as magicians, just they're like a veteran of the magic industry?
No, they were people who have served in the military, but also are magicians. And it was. Thank you for your service. That's all I have to say.
They weren't quite as good as you were expecting.
My first magic trick was getting out of there alive.
All right, quick break. We got a busy.
Maybe a longer one so we don't get in trouble.
We got a busy Friday for you. Lots of stuff going on the show today. When we come back, remember in the 1990s where Pepsi did a giveaway that was controversial because they were just kidding? It was a joke. Well, we've got another one that sounds just as insane, but this time I'm told it's real. We'll see what somebody's giving away. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Someday, Alexa will know everything. Alexa, how do I get rid of a deadbeat roommate?
Try poisoning them.
But until then, tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike southbound between Hancock Road and Oakland Exchange. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the Greenway northbound at Florida's Turnpike. Travel with caution through there. There's an earlier accident still causing delays on Highway 1792 southbound before Semerin Boulevard. And you could expect your regular delays on I-4 through the city between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage nasal care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet you'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
Friday
Day through Memorial Day Monday. Get it all at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. A $500 Amazon gift card, 0% APR financing, no payments till next year. And shop the best used car selection in Orlando. Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home with a lifetime warranty. While supplies last. See dealer for details.
16th Minute of Fame is the new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week, we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 feral hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And I do too. Who are they? What made them notorious? Why did the internet choose them? And what does a person do when they get more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 16th Minute of Fame.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
Don't blow off your fingers with fireworks. Do people do fireworks on Memorial Day weekend?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, we got a yes from Sabrina and a yes from Seline. So at least some people are lighting off fireworks on Memorial Day weekend. And if you're doing that, don't blow your hand off. That's the least we can ask from you.
Good advice, Sean. Good advice.
All right, we'll get to this insane giveaway that it's like the 90s giveaway that Pepsi did where they gave away a fighter jet, but they were just kidding. It's like that. This one's on... this one's a little bit different. I'll explain it in a second. This is a favorite pastime of mine, and I don't know if you guys are on board with me or not, but I have to play this for everybody because this is like one of my favorite things on the planet. And I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a right-winger, a left-winger, a Green Party weirdo, a LaRouche, I don't know, am I losing anything out? A Tanky, I don't care where you're from politically. Everybody should enjoy this together. And my favorite thing is when Trump brings out rappers on his stage, and Trump is like engaging with rappers.
I know how to get to the young people.
Who was the one that we played him introducing it, like a Lil Pump or something?
Lil Pump, but he called him something else.
little Pumpy or something. Yeah, it is so great.
I thought he said Lil Pimp or something.
Lil Pimp. It's so great because Trump does not know anything about these people. The guys that he brought up, because he was in the Bronx this week and he had a big rally there. A lot of people came out supporting Trump. And these New York drill rappers. What do you think are the chances that Trump has heard New York drill rap in his whole life, right?
I'm going to bet 0.
Like, this is a guy who loves the YMCA. He loves Sweet Caroline.
Sure.
He loves any song that they'll play like a baseball game.
He couldn't even define drill rap.
No, I don't think he knows.
I can't define drill rap, so...
Drill rap is... I can't do it properly. But
drill rap started, particular. I believe, in Jamaica, I think.
And more of a UK thing.
They do it in the UK. Look it up. Look it up on Wikipedia. I might be totally wrong. I don't know much about it.
And speaking of sound, music, and other things, one of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp.
Little
Pimp.
I love it. So he introduces New York drill rappers Chef G and Sleepy Hallow onto the stage. Okay, and my favorite thing about it was he has to find a way to like connect with these bros when they come up to him. And so Chef G comes up and he's got like a full grill. And Trump's like, oh, it's nice. That's not. I got to get one of those.
I dare you. Donald, I dare you.
Please do it. Here's the moment from this speech that he gave in the Bronx. Here you go.
Here as well as rapper Chef G. Does everybody know that? Where is Chef G?
Come on out, Chef G.
Where is he? He's probably right next to me. He has no idea who he is.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hallow.
Sleepy Hallow.
This is so weird. This is so
Come
weird.
on up here, fellas.
All right, here we go.
How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
Okay, for me, it's like, give me the behind the scenes. How the hell did this come to be?
I have no idea. But
I want to get that done.
Yeah, that looks great. You got this thing on your grill. I got to get that done myself.
Gee, where are you at?
And these rappers this guy's got 15 necklaces on, this Chef G guy. And he's up there and he's like, he wants to take a little time in the spotlight, too.
President Trump,
Say something.
One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say,
Chef.
They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us.
I know it sounds like people are saying the S word. They're not. Just for the record. Yeah,
Chef.
Yeah, Chef. Chef is what they're saying.
Hello there, children.
Okay, do we know the ratio of Trump supporters to Chef and Hallows fans?
Very small, I would think. He goes, bring him up, Chef G. And they're like, yeah. No idea. They have no idea who this guy is.
Something, man.
Oh, God.
Make America great again.
That's Sleepy Hollow.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate you.
Thank you, fellas. All right. Thank you. It's like the weirdest bosom buddies. That's it. That's what they get.
I like that. I want to get that done.
I hope he gets a
What
grill.
a
That would be the
joke.
greatest. I love it. There was some other folks who weren't as happy because, you're always going to get that. You're going to get the supporters and the detractors, especially when you're in New York. There are very few. Some of you folks might not realize this. The place I drove through last weekend, going through rural Georgia, South Carolina. I mean, this is like red state territory. This is there. You could hit a Republican. You could skip Republicans with rocks. Like they're everywhere in this area. That's just how it goes. There's churches every 5 feet, no liquor stores, and it's sleepy, slow towns. You go to New York City, you are not going to find many Republicans. There's not as many. And you go to the Bronx, and you'd be surprised, because all of a sudden these folks are like, I'm not digging this Joe Biden thing, and what's our other option? And there's a lot of people in the rap community, for whatever reason, there's pretty big crossover there with some of those folks who like Trump. And they go out there. And so you heard from some of the people who do like him. But now let's hear some of the other folks, because there's two sides of every coin. And I want to see what happened here. This report from ABC 7. Let's listen in.
Donald Trump's motorcade arrived in Crotona Park tonight. The crowd surged to get a look at him. More like a pop star than a politician. Not everyone wants a pop star for president.
Announcer.
First of all, he's a big...
He does sound like a sports dude, doesn't he?
If my eyes were closed, I'm like, this is a baseball game.
The crowd surged as President Trump more than a pop star, than a politician. And let's go to this first lady.
Politician. Not everyone wants a pop star for president.
First of all, he's a big fat bigot, and he just doesn't have any love in his heart for anyone of color, anyone who's in the LGBTQ plus community.
He's a crook, a liar, and a cheat.
Look at this lady, so intense.
I believe her.
Look at her hair. She's a wild one, this lady.
I don't have time to do my hair. I have to go protest.
I got to go scream at Trump a little bit. But I do like Sleepy Hollow. There might be a little crossover on this side, too. It could be that that's the case.
And he tries to make money off people, and that's what he's doing right now.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you very much.
As opposed to making money
Presidential candidate Donald Trump.
Off of people or not off of people. Those are the two ways. I don't know how the not off of people works just yet. I've got to figure that out myself. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. All right, in the 90s, in 1995, there was a very famous Pepsi commercial. Seline, see if you could find this. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
the Pepsi commercial. Yeah. At the time, they had Pepsi points, and you could save up the points and get stuff. They do this with different things like cigarettes, etc. And it was 500 Pepsi points gets you this, and then this many Pepsi points gets you this. And then as a joke, they threw in some extra ones, and they showed a fighter jet, and it was like 1 million Pepsi points gets you this fighter jet as a joke. And some guy called him on it, and he saved up enough of the Pepsi points, and he said, I want my fighter jet.
He actually got, so they had like a cash value, of a small cash value that you could like turn in, you basically pay for the Pepsi points.
Yep.
And he got somebody to go in with him on this deal, and that's how he like he had Pepsi points, but he also just like paid a big fee because he realized it would be less than the jet costs.
And I guess they didn't run the proper disclaimer, or they thought the joke was obvious, like, we're not going to give you a fighter jet, obviously.
Yeah.
But this guy called them on it. Well, now Liquid Death, the company of the moment, is stepping up and literally giving away a fighter jet. They're actually doing it. It says the prize is a $400,000 fighter jet. This summer, Liquid Death is doing something no other beverage company has done in history, giving away an actual jet. Yes, they say. It's 100% a real jet. It's an Aero L-39C Albatross that was used in some training missions. It doesn't have any weapons, unfortunately. It can top speeds of 470 miles per hour. And I guess it's probably a good time to fly this sucker around. But this is a real deal. They're not joking about this. They're actually going to give it away.
So $400,000, is this brand spanking new?
No. It's it doesn't say what year it is, but it's not brand new because it was used by the military.
Right.
If it was brand new, it would be millions and millions and millions because they're really expensive. Yeah. So this is like an older one. How did they get a hold
of that, and why are they giving it away?
You can buy them at auction. You can actually get fighter jets. When they take away all the weapons that are on them, they'll sell them like that. I think Mo has told us before at the local airport, there's somebody that has like a fighter jet that's parked there, and you can fly these things around. And it's probably, is it a Harrier jet? No, that was what Pepsi was talking about.
I just sent you the link to that commercial.
Oh, yeah. Let me bring this up here so we can take a look at this. This is the original one here from Pepsi?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is the one that caused so much controversy back in the 90s. Classic commercial. What is this, a pre-roll for this thing?
That's a slate.
Oh, yeah, this is what they call the slate. It says Pepsi Cola Company brand Pepsi. Harrier is the spot.
1995?
Yeah. This seems so old, doesn't it? T-shirt, 75 Pepsi points. Leather jacket, 1,450 points. Shades, 175.
The new Pepsi Stuff catalog. Now, the more Pepsi you drink, the more great stuff you're going to get.
Sure beats the
How did they
boss.
manage that part?
You know what is insane to me?
Like, that's not CGI, obviously. Did they actually land
It's
this?
CGI.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, this was at the time
It's
probably
just
a green screen.
Early CGI.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy, though? This was 1995, so about 30 years ago. And look how terrible the TV is. Like, the quality sucks.
Yeah, but that was also blowing people's minds in 1995.
Yeah, at that time we were crazy about it. But it was the square TV times, you know, before we went widescreen on everything.
My band name.
Those were the days right there. So win yours. Go drink some Liquid Death. Have yourself a good time and enjoy.
The thing we missed is like it said 7 million Pepsi points for the Harrier jet. And so at 10 cents a point, the dude delivered a check to Pepsi for $700,000.
To get the jet.
So $700,008.50.
All right, let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's play a couple of those. What say you?
Yeah.
We got time to work in one or two.
Okay.
Here is I'm a PC talking about Morgan Spurlock.
So, do we want to talk about the elephant in the room?
Which one?
Did the ungodly amount of fast food that he ate give him cancer?
I don't think so. In fact, I think everybody to a person who tried to replicate his study, if you want to call it that, of eating just McDonald's and it like throwing off your health numbers, I think nobody replicated that. I think it didn't work. I think he might have been screwing around with, he's making a documentary, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always the most honest thing. Here is Insecure Walrus.
Good Lord, I hope I'm one of the final dispatches. But totally fine if I am not. As I'm sure Sean already said, this is Insecure Walrus. And people of Orlando, I will be visiting the City Beautiful all of next week.
Ooh.
For business, for work. However, in the evenings, I will have free time. And I am looking for your suggestions of cool things to do. Any sort of neat exhibits we should see that are open at night. Any kind of festivals. Got a podcast you want me to talk about stuff on? I'm open to that too. Whatever. Just looking for stuff to do at night. Hopefully y'all have some good ideas.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm sure people will offer up some suggestions for you. There's lots of fun stuff to do in town for sure. And, excuse me.
That's what happens when he's lying.
No, there is tons of fun stuff to do in town. Yeah,
you should check out Hamburger.
Hey, wait a second.
Maybe go to
No, Hamburger Mary's still happening.
No, they're just shutting it down.
No, but he'll be here in time for the last hurrah.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more weeks left.
Plus,
it's not much longer.
You can get in on some fringe festivals. Is the last weekend for that.
Yeah.
There's a corn festival in Mount Dora.
That's right, corn festival on the way. Yeah.
That's a good podcast topic.
Dueling corn festivals this weekend, but the best one's in Mount Dora.
Downtown is just decimated now. I mean,
You're saying decimated. I think that there's a battle going on in which there is one side that is trying to decimate what is currently there by putting in certain rules, and then the companies or businesses want to leave, but there's like this light at the end of the tunnel that is like art space, businesses, peaceful, nobody's out at nighttime.
That's the idea. I don't think it's going to happen. In the meantime, we've just bled everybody out. I mean, that place used to be
sucks for businesses.
For all of them. That place used to be so successful. You ever been there on a Sunday? My God. That place was so busy, they bought the restaurant next door just as an extra place for the over volume that they had. I don't know what the hell to call it, but
overflow.
As an overflow place.
Sure.
So that's how busy they were.
But I don't think their decision was based on like lack of business. I think that
there's nobody that goes down there anymore. That street is like a ghost town.
The street is turning into very artsy, though. They've opened up a lot of art spaces, like the new SAC Improv spaces there. They have a place called Art Space in and of itself. It seems like some more stuff that is in the works that I can't say out loud just yet. Yeah. And from what I understand, if you keep going down towards the soccer stadium in Kia Center, that they're going to still do that that park underneath the highway.
Right. That area over there is a little better, and there's always a ton of people going to the games and stuff. I just do not share your optimism about downtown in general. I think our mayor is just a disaster, man. And he has skated by with so little criticism, and the guy just sucks at his job. That's his job. That's it. Like, to make sure that businesses can flourish in downtown especially. And it's like, what a catastrophe, man.
I think the parking garage thing for those who are not in town, they said you can't enter a parking garage after 11 now.
Yeah.
While I think that's stupid, and there are business owners that are crying about it, saying they lost business because of it, my other side goes, should you be driving downtown to go get wasted?
No, but that's what they want to do. The problem is that you have to make that rule to begin with. We could go on forever about this. It's just ask anybody about downtown right now, and you get the same the same reply about all this. And it's going to take a new mayor, I think, to fix that. I think it's going to take somebody new. I know that this is our mayor's last run, apparently, at things, so maybe it'll be good to get somebody else in there. Get a fresh set of eyes on this. We'll see. All right, we want to hear from you. You can send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, we'll get to, I want to talk about the vice presidential list that Trump has leaked out. Some of the people who may be on the ticket with him. Some surprises on there for sure. We'll see who they are. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This Memorial Day weekend, get ready to set sail on a 3-day voyage into the world of yacht rock. Go back, Jack, do it again. How long has this been going on? keep this promo in line with the genre, we will just fade out with the music.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast. And today is going to be another hot one, even hotter than yesterday. 95 degrees will be your forecast high in Orlando under mostly sunny skies. So be sure to wear the sunscreen and stay hydrated. And that will be the story really into the weekend as well. If you have any sort of outdoor Memorial Day weekend plans, make sure you are drinking the water because we are expecting temperatures with highs at 99 degrees for both Sunday and Monday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
Folks, let me tell you about Mills Air. This company is a fantastic, honest company that is ready to help you out with your air conditioning needs. They've been in business since 1992. That is over 30 years that they've been helping people just like you out. You don't stay around for that long if you're not doing some things right. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That gets you access to big rebates, up to $1,275 for a brand new Carrier unit. By the way, that brand new Carrier unit is going to be way more efficient than the old unit that you have. And it's probably going to save you a lot of money on your air conditioning, which is your power bill. It's like 70% of it, or 60 to 70% of your power bill is your AC. They can even show you, the Mills Air techs, how much it could save you. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Sign up for preventative maintenance that can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
If you're struggling to lose weight, go to Red Mountain Weight Loss. We'll show you how shedding those unwanted pounds has never been easier with a new FDA-approved drug called semaglutide that's revolutionizing medical weight loss. It's the primary ingredient in Ozempic, and it helps people lose up to 15 pounds a month easily. It's a total game changer. At Red Mountain Weight Loss, we have semaglutide in stock and ready to ship today, available in either the injection or tablet form. You'll also get the support of our licensed medical team, helping you with meal plans to speed your progress and medical solutions to prevent side effects and muscle loss. All for less than half the price of Ozempic. Put this game changer to work for you. At Red Mountain Weight Loss, you'll get quality semaglutide, your choice of injection or tablets, and all for half the price of Ozempic. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone, keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Wayne Newton,
Mr. Las Vegas, live June 2nd inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa. Unlike any show Mr. Las Vegas has done before. Hear never before told stories of one of the most celebrated entertainers of all time, as well as singing crowd favorites and playing an assortment of instruments he has perfected over the years. On sale now at hardrocktampa.com or Ticketmaster.com. Wayne Newton, live, Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too. Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Power on this spring and summer with Batteries Plus. In stores and online too, you'll find batteries for your car, RV, boat, motorcycle, ATV, golf cart, and more. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
Hollywood Brad emails the show. He says, hey, I heard you talking about Terrence Howard. Yes, we were talking about him. That whole thing was a very bizarre moment. And I think most of the stuff around Terrence Howard seems to be kind of strange, just the way he speaks and stuff. But then there's things where, like, he does have some level of credibility. I saw another clip where he was talking about that he has a patent on augmented reality. I don't know if you guys saw this. And he's like, I came up with this and I got a patent for augmented reality.
Are we just taking his word for it? Or
no, they brought it up.
Okay.
They brought the actual patent up and it said Terrence Howard. Huh. And it was cited by like all these major companies as they had like used this patented technology. And I'm like, what? This is so weird because half of what he says is stupid. But then he like does little tiny things that give him a tiny bit of credibility. I don't know. I think he's crazy. But it's kind of fun to watch a little bit. He says, hey, I heard you talking about Terrence Howard. I did a season of Empire with him, and he's a really nice guy. He used to come on the camera truck after work and have a bourbon with us quite often. I also spent many, many hours listening to him talk about the stuff you were talking about on the show. It was bizarre. You're right in saying he would have one correct fact and then veer off into nonsense. Imagine 6 months of working with him and not really ever being in a position to push back against what he was saying.
He better be the one paying for the bourbon. Right. If we have to sit around and listen to this guy drone on about God knows what, you better be providing the bourbon, my man.
You know what's fun? Like the first time Terrence Howard comes up to you while you're filming, and you're like, he's hanging out with us. You're like, my God, this is cool. What's up, Terrence? And then the fifth time he comes over, you're like, son of a bitch, guys, Terrence is coming.
Buckle up.
Yeah, turn your back. Like, act like we're doing something else. Regardless, he's an incredible actor, and watching his process was fascinating, said Brad. Hollywood Brad, talking about Terrence Howard. He's an interesting character. There's no doubt about that.
There was a period of time, a short period of time, where this guy that I knew who does a little bit of acting was like working on some project in town with this actor named Richard Tyson, which if you look him up, he'll look familiar to you. He was for me, I remembered him from the movie Kindergarten Cop.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
And he was the.
And he thanks you for that too.
He was the villain, but there was other stuff he was in because there were other people that recognized
him. Yeah.
From different movies he was in. He was in Black Hawk Down, 3 O'Clock High, I think. And then the guy comes out and he starts drinking and he's hanging out with everybody and whatever. Then he just keeps coming out like the whole time he was in town. He just come to the bar.
Hey guys, it's me.
And like firing up drinks. And like the first time you're like, all right, let's buy the shot for the guy, the kindergarten cop guy. And then 2 weeks later, he's been out every night partying with us. It's just like,
did you get another gig?
All right. Richard Tyson's back. Cool. Fun time.
It's like if he knew how to do it right, he just appeared and then disappeared. You'd be like, remember that time we were hanging out with the kindergarten cop guy? But now, he fell off hard. Look at this dude. Damn. He was in kindergarten cop.
Oh, my.
He was like a good-looking guy.
When was this?
What did he get arrested for?
Arrested for harassment and boozing, this says.
They all boozing.
The dude could booze.
2019 is when it went down. He was known for his role as the villain in Kindergarten Cop. He was busted for harassment and public intoxication in Mobile, Alabama. It didn't say exactly what was behind the arrest, but yeah, I recognize him for sure.
That was, I think, after I met him. I want to say, because I don't remember him being that fat.
You did it to him. You spun him out in this direction, man. Wow. He was going to be just a normal guy. He was a good-looking dude. He had like his long hair. He was like a heartthrob type guy.
Long hair's still there. Everything else.
The long hair is still there.
Gravity.
Yes. Yep. The age has taken a toll on him, unfortunately. Michael emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hello, my favorite crew of conversation, Michael says. I was curious if you had sent out the shirts yet. I ordered mine when you dropped the promo and ordered one for my wife the next day. Anyways, I usually receive the merch within a week or two. We just recently closed on a house, so my mailing and billing address is different at the moment. Bobbity-bobbity-bob. It's all correct, he says. I missed a few shows recently, so I apologize if we mentioned about this. If you're listening, Michael, the shirts are already printed. They come in tomorrow, and they will all ship out next week. So everybody will have their shirts next week. This would have been a week earlier in the timeline, but I had all the stuff with my sister and was out of town, and they happened right in the middle of the promotion for the shirt. So it kicked things back a little bit. I hope you understand. And thank you for your patience and all that good stuff. Okay, we're going to, let me mention this since I teased it. Trump dropped a little bit of a VP list. He still hasn't mentioned who he's going to run with for the election.
Oh, but we have like some candidates?
Yes. He said.
I mean, this guy used to host The Apprentice. You'd think that he would be a little more, showy about the way he picks the VP.
No. Because he doesn't care about his VP. It's the Trump show. You know what I mean? Like, it's about him. The other person's like, yeah, by the way, they're also here. So I think he wants to minimize it. But he says he's thinking about Ben Carson, who is a politician that he has been friendly with, and Ben Carson has been friendly with Trump. We also mentioned Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance are those on the list. The thing that I can never get past is how Trump will say vicious stuff about people, and the people will fight with him, and then eventually they'll be like, I support him. I'm going to vote for him. Like Ted Cruz bending the knee for Trump.
Oh,
wild.
We'll wait till the next election.
He said your wife looked like a dog, dude. I would never talk to that son of a bitch again.
I understand. I'm Ted Cruz. And,
you imagine?
J.D. Vance looks like a woman would play him on Saturday Night Live.
What was the guy that he just gave an endorsement for Trump, and Trump truthed out that he's like, I take back just one of the horrible things I've said about him.
Yeah, he said
he's lazy, he's fat,
incompetent.
But at this point, he doesn't sleep as much as I originally said.
Yeah, he took away one of the 4 insults.
What?
Man, if somebody said my wife looked like a dog, I would punch them square in the face. I would never be like, all right, fine, I got to bend the knee. I don't care if I lost my next election. I don't know. Maybe these people just aren't made of the same stuff. We'll see what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Ben Carson, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, the three possibilities that have been named so far. We'll go to some dispatches, both audio and video. We got the next episode on the way in a bit, and This Week in Florida, because it is a lovely Friday here on the show. An update on the Scotty Scheffler case. Man, oh man, is there an update on this? We'll talk about that. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
And then shoot off some fireworks. The big ones that were probably made in China.
Thanks for spending your holiday weekend with Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive and slowdowns on Colonial Drive by the interstate. There's delays on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. On I-4 this afternoon, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate. There's congestion on State Road 429 northbound approaching Florida's Turnpike's Ramp Junction. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee. Save big at the Mattress Warehouse Memorial Day sale going on now. Save up to $500 on the all-new Tempur-Adapt adjustable sets. Plus, save more at the Mattress Warehouse Tempur-Pedic Floor Model Blowout event with 0% interest and a 1-year price guarantee. They're more than a mattress store. They're Mattress Warehouse.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at aspireallergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. aspireallergy.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Lemonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. There are drinks. And there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Lemonade are registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture.
The hurricane forecast for this year?
Yeah, it's pretty
it's
grim.
basically just like,
Are
you're
we
all
in for
going to
a real
die.
treat?
It's just like, hey, think of the worst year of hurricanes you could ever imagine and multiply that by 2.
I mean, we've kind of been waiting for it, man.
I know, yeah.
It's been a couple
That's
years.
true. What was the last hurricane that, well, we've had some softer ones in recent years,
We
right?
had ones that were like they were built up and we had prepared accordingly.
Yeah.
And then ended up
Not
there were
being
some
quite
places
as
that
bad.
got really messed up. Fort Myers a couple years ago got very messed up. I mean, the Panhandle, very messed up years prior to that.
Yeah, we've dodged
But-
some bullets, though, I think,
But it has
overall.
been compared to the other decades, I think that it's just been building up.
Well,
They're
they
shaking
said
that soda bottle.
There's going to be 17 to 25 named storms this year, with 8 to 13 powering up into hurricanes, and 4 to 7 of those reaching major hurricane status. That's Category 3 or higher. So they're suggesting that 4 to 7 Category 3 plus storms are going to be hitting Florida. Who knows? Well, hitting anywhere. It doesn't have to be Florida. It could be anywhere on the East Coast. Could be anywhere on Texas, Louisiana, all these different places. Anywhere along the Gulf of Mexico. That's above average, they say. 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. They're the highest ever forecast by the federal agency. So hopefully we don't hit that mark, but they cried at the podium. They came out and they were like, guys, bad news. Here's what we got this year for you.
It's really a win-win if you're Noah, because if you're right, then you're like, we told you it was going to be a bad year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're wrong, you get to go, aren't you glad we were wrong? I mean, we thought it was going to be much worse. This is the good outcome.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be, they have to say something, right?
Yeah, they have to get people aware. Yeah, they have to make sure everybody's like warned and whatnot. But I don't think we're doing too much to try to like fight the hurricanes just yet. Although other countries do this. I think, what was it? I'm pretty sure it was Dubai that recently had that really bad flooding, and they seed clouds in Dubai. When they see a cloud in the sky, they go up and they seed it to try to make it rain because they live in the desert and there's not actually supposed to be human beings there. It's just like,
get
let's
whatever
make
you
it rain
can,
more.
boys. Come on.
And then all of a sudden it starts pouring like crazy, and they drown because they're not used to any rain coming in. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't mess with this now that I think about it. Let's talk about the update in the Scotty Scheffler PGA arrest case. I was yelling about this yesterday because I think a lot of people are getting black-pilled on cops watching these kind of stories all the time. And I've had my moments. Like, for me, I don't know if you guys remember when the police officer pulled over another cop and the cop started throwing a fit like a baby, like an absolute infant. And the police officer had every right to pull over this cop. The cop was speeding and I think like ran a red light or something like that. And there was body cam footage. And the cop that got pulled over was so upset, so pissed off, infuriated that another officer would pull them over, that they would be held accountable for breaking any laws, that they left the scene. They drove away, right? They took off.
Right.
And that cop was charged. And I was like, okay, good. The system works. This is what's supposed to happen. This guy's an asshole. Let's get him out of the ranks. And then quietly, a while later, the prosecutor dropped all the charges against that officer. And the officer...
Don't tell anybody. They'll never find out.
The officer had been fired, too, I believe, or let go. And then quietly, once again, the union gets a hold of the case. And the union says, nope, give him his job back. And the guy's back being a cop. And it's like, what the hell, man? Well, everybody knows this person did something wrong. Another cop dared to be a decent human being and pulled him over. And everybody saw it because it was on body cam footage. And you just don't care. You don't care. You don't follow the same rules and laws as we do. And I hate that all the good cops get swept up in this, but I'm sorry. It's a huge problem. And the Scotty Scheffler thing is every bit the same. A lot of people are getting black-pilled now on the idea that you can't trust what police officers put in their police reports. This can have an impact on court cases from here moving forward, because now we know more. All right, we learned yesterday by reading the police report where they said that he sped by and he hit the police officer. The police officer needed emergency medical care, and his
new
$80
pants, remember?
Yeah, his $80 pants were destroyed in the incident. And he didn't magically have his body cam on, nor did any of the other officers that were nearby. And we saw from some video footage that all of that was a lie. It was all a lie. And Scotty Scheffler didn't do anything wrong. And if he wasn't a high-powered PGA player with a bunch of attorneys and a bunch of money, he may be facing, well, he's still facing 10 years in prison for doing nothing because a cop wanted to lie. And a cop couldn't bear to handle the idea that somebody didn't instantly listen to him when he was given a command. Like, maybe it took a second to respond, okay? So now, here we go. The police officer who put the world's #1 golfer, Scotty Scheffler, in handcuffs, has a lengthy disciplinary record that includes multiple suspensions, employment records revealed Thursday.
What a surprise.
Yes, I'm shocked. I'm stunned to read this. Detective Brian Gillis took Scheffler into custody May 17th when the golfer sought to enter Valhalla Golf Club as police investigated a nearby fatal accident. Scheffler has maintained he was following police directions on how to drive into the club, but arresting police said Scheffler did not follow directions. Further complicating the matter, city officials said Gillis did not activate his body-worn camera when he encountered Scheffler. The only footage so far appears to come from a squad car dashboard camera and a roadside pole. Both sets of video don't clearly show what led to Scheffler being placed in handcuffs. I've seen enough. I see in the video that nothing went wrong. No cop was ran over. None of this stuff happened. It just didn't occur. Louisville Metro Police Department released that footage and Gillis's personal records on Thursday. Here's what he did before all this. Gillis, the officer, was suspended for 5 days for conduct unbecoming of an officer, for driving an intoxicated civilian in his police vehicle and proceeding to do donuts in a business parking lot. They said.
Sounds kind of fun.
Back in 2013, Gills was found at fault for multiple accidents, including May 22nd, 2021, and August 6, 2019, that led to oral reprimands. Oh, the feared oral reprimand. What happens when you get into an accident that was your fault at your job? Do you get an oral reprimand or do you get fired? You probably get fired,
Just
I
that
would
first
think.
part, though.
Gillis was also found to be at fault for a
Which
December
boss do you want to
1st
get oral from, Sabrina?
I'm sorry?
Let's continue. He was found to be at fault for a December 1st, 2013 accident that led to an oral reprimand and mandatory driver's training. The officer was hit with a 1-day suspension in 2010 and a 1-day suspension in 2011 for failing to show up at court. That was followed by a 4-day suspension in 2012 for continuing to miss court appearance, documents showed. This dude sucks at his job, but if you suck at your job and you have a badge, you get to keep it forever, it seems.
I'm not, there's the way that it's coming off, though, in the last two things, like failure to show is as a civilian who takes a ticket to court, you're hoping for that.
Yes.
Then it gets dropped.
But on his part,
So then
that's
he
his job.
becomes a cool cop.
For you, it's good as a person who gets a ticket, but
Get arrested for DUI, do some donuts in the parking lot. Kind of a cool cop.
For the cop, it's
What are you
his
doing here? Not
job.
cool.
It's his job to go to court and to fight these tickets. That's why you should challenge these things more, just to piss them off. But the guy's just like,
Well, I wasn't going to show up till some radio DJ told me that I wasn't doing my job.
grade A example, right? Grade A example of an officer giving you every piece of evidence you need that they're not a good cop. And
perhaps, call me crazy, perhaps that's why he's on that duty in the first place.
It's a traffic duty?
Traffic
crazy,
duty outside the
Seline.
golf tournament.
Yeah, they got him on early morning traffic duty, and he's still screwing it up. And he's surrounded by other officers. I guess some of the other officers said that they didn't think what he did was right. So at least some of them were kind of quietly crossing the thin blue line. But there should be more of this. It's like obvious. A guy goes a little bit over a line in his vehicle because it's confusing where the traffic stuff is. And you pull the whole like power trip thing and
My pants!
Arrest him.
Stop resisting.
Put him in the squad car, book him, and get the mug shot, and just facing 10 years because of a bunch of lies, a bunch of nonsense. And until we make it, so two things should happen. Number one, no body cam, no charges. That should be a thing moving forward. If you don't have it on the interaction on a body cam, I'm not trusting your police reports anymore. We need to have video footage of what happened. That protects the cop. That protects the person who's being charged by the cop. That's number one, right? Number two is, how is it that there's no punishment set up that I'm aware of? Please tell me where I'm wrong, officers. I'm aware of where if you falsely charge somebody with something, you get a punishment as a police officer. So a cop can just like make up stuff and you go to jail. Your life is turned upside down. You face 10 years in prison. You have to buy an attorney, which costs you a whole lot of money and puts you in financial trouble. And then it turns out the cop, made the stuff up. And it's like, all right, try again. If you're a baseball player and your stats suck, you get fired. If you suck at any other job, you get fired. But not this. That doesn't work for me. I don't like this. This does not work out, I don't think. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's go over to some of those.
I just got the funniest text message.
What happened?
Better be funny.
So, Mills Air is at my house right now.
Oh, yeah. Love them.
Either they're still there or they just left or something. But they had to take a look at my AC because I was running into a problem where the float valve kept shutting off the system. There was
not floating.
Oh my gosh, he's still there.
Floating.
What is happening?
Okay, so there was some leakage with the AC, and I just took any old towels and put it under there so that it wouldn't there wouldn't be like standing water, seep up whatever was there. And the guy just handed Ashley one of the towels and said, asked where the towel should go. Mm-hmm. This particular towel was a gag gift.
Oh, God.
You guys remember Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they sold those towels or they made their own towel?
With a penis on them?
Yes.
Seline.
Go to dtowel.com and I'll show you exactly which one.
And that's the towel you used?
That's the towel that I shoved under the AC, and the tech from Mills Air.
Oh, I can't show this on the stream.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No.
It's the brown one.
It's very detailed. It's the brown.
It's the black guy one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a naked bottom half of a
I
man's
remember
body.
the
The detail.
I do. I just like,
So-
how is that there should be a pile of towels that you use to throw something on the floor, one for your bodies, and then I guess a gag pile for you?
Well, in Seline's defense, you're going to use the towel for this that you don't want to use again, or that you don't want to use
bigger
to
towel?
clean it yourself. Just throw this down there. Quick update, by the way, before we do a dispatch. We'll work in one. Remember the streamer that we played on the show this week who was like completely out of it?
Yeah,
after,
he was super drunk.
Yeah, after like a long break, he comes back and he's like,
He was gone for like 45 minutes or so, 50 maybe.
He got arrested yesterday.
For?
Here he is. I got the charges in front of me. Nicholas Rakita. This is the dude. Drugs, 5th degree possession of ammo and any firearm. And his wife got arrested, and some other woman that was with him. They all got arrested for drugs. I don't think it said. It said Schedule 1. So Schedule 1 is.
It says Schedule 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's 5th degree.
Yeah, that's I can't tell what drug that is.
Yeah, maybe it's 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That'd be crazy. I mean, the dude looked like he had a little bit of each.
Yeah, he's on some bad stuff. Do not do drugs, kids. We will get to your dispatch, I promise, momentarily. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I did not mean to do that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go over to Dispatcher 2. Here is Sense Solution talking about hurricanes. Let's see what they said.
Hey, junkies, how's it going? I'm just going to go ahead and give my opinion about the whole hurricane forecast. Every time they kind of give this overblown forecast, they have to change it somewhere around August or September because so little hurricanes have come out. Secondly,
he's not a believer.
I can't take the predictions of a hurricane center based in Colorado seriously because that's like an organization based in Miami, Florida, giving blizzard predictions.
I don't know what they would use. Probably water temps and like maybe the overall jet stream and some other things. It's incredibly hard to predict weather the further out you go. So like if you go out one day, it's pretty good. I think at this point, like if I look on my weather app and I look at the next day, it's usually fairly accurate, the weather that you end up seeing outside. The further away from that you get, 2 days, 3 days, a week out is usually not super accurate. And then when you try to go, hey, this hurricane season, here's what we think is going to happen, that is incredibly difficult to predict.
And it's also like, think about the idea that they are even able to predict it. There's something to say about that. That takes a lot of work. And I mean, at this point, algorithms and
technology, all the models.
At least we know or have, to see what it might be versus surprise hurricane.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's what it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, every single hurricane was a surprise. And people were just like, wow,
dude.
Sure is windy outside today. And then you're on your lunch break when you realize there's a hurricane.
That's got to be scary.
Yeah, that's a wild time. Here's another one. This is 2 tickets to Pound Town.
What up, news junkies?
Hey.
On the subject of the Iranian president's helicopter crash, there's audio of the communications between the pilot and air traffic, their version of air traffic control, as they were experiencing the issues with the helicopter. Instead of saying, Mayday, 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 like he should, the pilot was on record as saying, Kobe.
Wow.
All right. Yep. I'm out.
Yeah. For a bit.
It's not too soon necessarily, but
very bad.
Yeah, I don't think it was. You didn't hit it home. You tried. You made an attempt.
I think that's a strike.
but I don't think you hit the home run. Here's Shark Baits with a dispatch.
Sean.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy weekend.
You too.
Just want to say a big ol' happy birthday to you, sir.
Thank
and
you.
also to me. We share a birthday.
Aw.
So just wanted to say, hey, have a good one. Thank
you. Right back at you, Shark Bait. I appreciate
Happy
that.
birthday.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get into I'm trying to save some stuff because some of these things are probably in the next episode. But we got to talk about a viral star that has died, unfortunately. Some sad news in the world of viral things. We'll get into that. Plus, this young kid, 15 years old, that was made a saint by Pope Francis. What did this kid do?
Dove into a wormhole.
It's kind of an interesting story, and we'll talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll talk food with our buddy Fayaz Kara and Primetime Kitchen. For JCS Trivia, we'll have tickets to see Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind & Fire at the Kia Center. Plus, we'll have our final 4 shots for you to win $1,000, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident on Summerlin Boulevard, southbound near Hunt Club Boulevard, blocking the right lane there. There's slowdowns on the beach line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. Off-ramp back up from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive, and on Florida's Turnpike, slowdown southbound between Oakland Exchange and Hancock Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by the new Banana Boat 360 coverage. This sun season, Banana Boat is giving you a new way to spray. Introducing new Banana Boat 360 coverage. Better control for better coverage with a reusable sprayer and refill. From sport formula to kids SPF 50+. Shop Banana Boat 360 coverage at Walgreens.
One of my favorite things about that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguyDon.com is the fact that he is part of the Real Radio family. That's right. Every Saturday morning, you can hear the Home Loans Radio Show right here on Real Radio. He's answering your questions live on the air. He's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. He has your best interest in mind. So get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer. Which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Frank Gay has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with a tune-up for only $89 for a limited time. Friendly, speedy, and expert service. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit frankgayservices.com or call for details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Kick off your summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael and more. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
Huge Memorial Day savings on used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Click OrlandoNissan.com now.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
15-year-old kid made a saint by Pope Francis. Why? We'll talk about that in just a moment here. Plus, a viral star is dead, and we'll get into that. First, I wanted to bring this up just because it highlights how stupid some people are, and maybe it's a lesson for you to not be quite as stupid. And I saw this video, I think it's from a chopper, of this car in California that exploded on Thursday night. And look at the damage done to this car. It's just, when you see this, you go, oh, my God. Like, what happened here? This thing really, really exploded. Like, there was a really bad explosion here. And then I heard
Is that a Toyota Corolla?
It looks like it. This thing is, there's not a lot left of it that's untouched. The whole interior is completely blown up. I'll put this on See It Now over on thenewsjunkie.com so you can get the visual when you get a chance. But
I did that to a toilet once.
The reason for it is I think it was so crazy to me. And I said, why are people this way? Why do they do this? They went to the scene and they found out the guy, he was trying to smoke a cigarette. And he lit a cigarette in his car and his whole car exploded like this. And they said the guy had like all kinds of canisters of propane all over the place in his SUV.
Why?
And, I don't know, but it was full of propane, and the idiot decided to just light up a cigarette in that car as if, let's do it. I'll trust all of these containers back here. I'll trust that not a single one of them is leaking. There's small ones, big ones, and the whole damn thing exploded. It is pretty intense. And again, I'll put that up on See It Now over on thenewsjunkie.com so you can take a look when you get a chance. A viral star has died, has passed away. Kabosu is the name of this dog. Fatality. And you probably don't know the dog as Kabosu. You probably know it as the Doge meme. Dogecoin, anything Doge related that, what's it called? The Shiba Inu? That's the type of dog I think that it is.
So, like mini huskies.
And the crazy thing about it is the photo that is viral of Doge, right? That you see everywhere online. The photo that is viral is from 2013, and he just now died. So he was pretty old for a dog. He was up there. And they said there was a farewell party so they could say goodbye to him. This dog was more than 17 years old and had been in poor health for a while. And he had mentioned that the dog wasn't going to last too long. But it was famous after a 2013 photo of him happened to be too adorable for the internet. As soon as it was immortalized in internet culture as the Doge meme, it spread onto other things like the currency Dogecoin and various other things that you've probably seen throughout your online life. But 17's old for a dog. You guys ever have a pet that lived that long, that got up that far? Man.
Panchito.
How old did Pancho get?
He was 17 or 18 years old.
Holy. What kind of dog was Pancho?
He was a Maltese with a little bit of Yorkie.
Oh, they can live a little bit longer, I guess. That's crazy.
My parents' current dog, Paquita, is a Chihuahua, and she is blind, deaf, and trucking along at also 17 years old.
Yeah, I got experience with that. Chihuahuas can live for a long, long time. I had a dog named Axel way back in the day. It wasn't really my dog. It was like kind of my dog. Like we shared a dog. And he lived for a super long time. Like he got up there into the teens somewhere. I think Chihuahuas they might be like one of those breeds that just last a really long time. What do you think? Join in on our conversation, as always, on the show with the dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. You can do video, audio, whatever you want, and we'll play those momentarily. A British boy, and Sabrina said she jumped into a rabbit hole on this story, so we'll see.
Big time. Read the whole
what's
wiki.
going on. The British boy died at the age of 15, is going to be the first Millennial Saint of all time after Pope Francis decreed his second posthumous miracle. The British boy died of leukemia at 15, and Pope Francis decreed this miracle that was the qualifying mark for canonization.
He's already been, what is it, beatified?
Yeah, beatified. That was in 2020, so 4 years ago. And that was for, I'm trying to see, the first step towards sainthood was after he helped a Brazilian child, and they said he healed this child of a congenital disease affecting his pancreas. The second miracle was approved by the Pope following a meeting with the Vatican's saint-making department, which is a pretty cool gig if you can get it.
Not
they
too
just
shabby.
go over these things. They'll hear about
I feel like you don't have to do a lot. They don't make a lot of saints.
Well,
you just
you'd
wait.
be surprised, though. Pope Francis, this current pope, is been on a streak since he has been since he's become pope. Like he just
making saints.
He's made a lot of saints,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of saints. But when it comes to this kid in particular, he's my age. He was born in, I believe, 91.
Yep, 1991.
Died at 15 in 2006 or something like that.
Blood cancer, yeah.
But everything since the moment he could talk and walk was like something you would never hear of from a small child. It's just like constantly thinking of others and I guess working in the light of the big man upstairs.
Right.
It was bizarre to see all the stories, especially coming from, it was a very wealthy family, but both his parents were not religious whatsoever. It was like went out of his way to be like,
That's weird.
I want to go to church and
That's
I want to go and
strange.
hang out with the homeless people and I want to make sure that.
Is there a girl at church that he liked?
No, there was nothing with that. It was very interesting. And also very bizarre as far as after he died, his body has been available to go and look at for like 10 years.
Really?
Yeah,
So they
you could still see it.
They did whatever to make it so he doesn't decompose.
Right.
And
And
like
it's
he's
a-
on
like-
display.
Correct.
That's wild. Yeah,
But-
it's very rare that a young person doesn't have the same religion as their parents or doesn't have the same religious path as their parents. I think that's a pretty rare thing.
Have you seen his portrait that's hanging in St. Francis Basilica?
No.
Look it up. Look up the article on CNN. It's so weird to see this really saintly looking picture.
What's the
of a
headline?
15-year-old?
What's the headline I'm looking for?
The headline is Italian teenager nicknamed God's influencer set to become Catholic Church's first millennial saint. Just Google first millennial saint.
CNN. I'll find it here.
Thought you were the news junkie.
Okay. I got it. Okay. It just took me a second. All right. The first millennial saint. And here it is. Yeah, you're right. It looks photoshopped.
It looks like he's got a backpack on.
It looks photoshopped because you're used to seeing like old photos of people that are long dead.
Not a kid who just got done doing Wordle.
Yeah, he looks like a YouTube star or something. And now he's a saint, which is crazy to think of. But there you go, the first millennial saint. All right, when we come back the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? If sexual assault lawsuits were human, Diddy would have a basketball team plus some subs. Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ loves him some film festivals, but did he do a standing ovation? Plus, Sean Kingston is in big old trouble with his mama, too. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson, and we're already heating things up quickly across Central Florida as a hot Friday is on the way this afternoon. Temperatures will be soaring well into the mid-90s for highs, with a high of 95 degrees today in Orlando. Temperatures turn even hotter just in time for the weekend. Highs will approach the triple digits for Sunday and Monday, with both days seeing highs at 99 degrees. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency. HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. The IRS has resumed their aggressive collections. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
These days, the cost of fixing or replacing things in your home is going through the roof with no end in sight. Air conditioning replacement, $6,000. New refrigerator, $1,500. Flat screen TV, $1,200. Don't wait till it's too late. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. For as little as $1 a day, Everything Breaks can cover it all. Appliances, plumbing, air conditioning, home electronics, including cell phones and more. Everything Breaks covers repairs your insurance doesn't, saving you hundreds, even thousands on unexpected repair bills. Call Everything Breaks now before something else breaks. Call for your free quote. Call 855-865-SAVE. That's 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan terms and conditions for details. Coverage not available in all states. Actual savings may vary based on the coverage plan and repairs needed. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at goeverythingbreaks.com.
Kick off your summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the app.
It may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 104.1.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
In the world of entertainment and beyond. If you miss any of the show, you can always catch up with us. Go get the podcast links over on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
And then his answer was what?
Right in the butt.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey. Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy, Don. If you're refinancing, perhaps looking to buy your first dream home, maybe you're in business and you want to expand that business, buy yourself some franchises, well, work with That Mortgage Guy, Don. His website, thatmortgageguyDon.com, the place to go to for residential and commercial loans.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 14 years ago, 2010, the singer of this group right here.
Such is the rule of honor.
Camel Corpse.
Another name for Jesus.
Jesus.
It's not sheep.
Shepherd.
It's not, it's another name for sheep.
Lamb of God.
Lamb of God.
There we
is
go.
Raw. Slaughter, and then the charges were acquitted, or he was acquitted. It's metal AF, I'll tell you
Have
that
you
much.
seen the new thing that they're doing? I think it's new. Maybe it's not. Maybe you guys know this already. Have you ever seen a wall of death?
No.
Okay. Like, I guess maybe they've been doing this for a while. I just had not heard of it until I saw it recently. If you go to like a rock show, they'll do a wall of death in the mosh pit, and everybody will line up on one side or the other, and they full-on Braveheart it, where they run at each other full
Like
speed.
Red Rover, but effed up? All right.
Both the sides, just all of the people run into each other as fast as they can. And it really seems like a bad idea.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't. I mean, from far away, from like a balcony of some
I'll
sort.
watch.
Not a good time for this guy.
The only one that do you
Sean Kingston.
Sean Kingston is right.
Ooh, this is not the redone version, it seems.
It is not. Look at me, crazy girl, but it's techno. And it was revealed yesterday that there was a massive raid on his home over in Broward County, down in the Miami area, South Florida.
I saw that, yeah.
And at first, it was him in the crosshairs of a criminal investigation. They raided his home, ended up arresting his mom, and there was multiple charges after this raid, fraud and theft, and Sean was not home at this time, but as I printed this story out this morning, then it was revealed that he is now behind bars.
Damn.
They found him in Southern California. The arrest came after just hours after the cops raided his home in Florida and arrested his mom. So it was on the base of Fort Irwin, not to be confused with Steve. Cops said that he will be booked in the San Bernardino County Jail.
They're not like specific about what was going on here because it seems kind of confusing to me.
So, yeah, it was just the same fraud and theft charges. They confiscated a bunch of merchandise from his home as well. They got photos inside of Sean's home right before the raid down in Florida, which showed a massive LED screen in one of his rooms. And we can attest to LED screens are very expensive.
Those are pricey, yes, indeed.
I guess an attorney, Dennis Card, was there representing his client. That was a company that sued Sean Kingston for not paying the $150,000 home entertainment system, in which they have now repossessed. Screen was dismantled prior to the arrest. Sean reacted to the raid and his mother's arrest, saying he claimed lawyers are handling everything as we speak. They did not handle it quick enough because he is now behind bars as well. This is not a repeat of a story. It just seems to be a tally mark because this guy has got another lawsuit.
Oh, Diddy again?
7th lawsuit has been filed against Sean Puff Diddy Puff Daddy Love Diddy Combs. According to NBC, April Lampros alleged that the hip-hop mogul drugged and sexually assaulted her while she was a fashion student in New York City over 20 years ago. So they claims that Combs promised to mentor her and provide industry connections before becoming aggressive and coercive, And then after a few sips, this was the story you said earlier this week, wasn't it? Yes.
No, I think there was another one, I thought. I mean, we're up to 7 now. Bottom line, it's easy to get lost in and if there's a new one or not.
Very
that's a
much
bunch.
so, but has yet to say anything about it. So we will see how this all unfolds. I will say, I think 3 more before the end of the quarter. But we shall see. Someone is also maybe heading to court, and it's this gal because of this song. Come on. It's my girl.
Oh, Beyonce.
Beyonce is right. And this is Break My Soul. And now she's being sued for inappropriate use of the phrase release a wiggle.
Ooh.
The one you heard right in the beginning. I even missed it. How about that? Because I faded it in. But the song Break My Soul samples a 2014 song called Explode by Big Freedia. That sample includes the phrase release your wiggle over and over again. And now a New Orleans bounce group called The Showstoppers, with a Z, says the phrase was stolen from their song called Release a Wiggle.
Oh, my God.
And now they're going to sue the crap out of them. The Showstoppers say Explode illegally
clip from the first person, Big Frida?
Oh, absolutely got permission.
Okay, so she had permission, and then now this group is saying, hey,
Big Frida didn't ask.
Yeah, it was stolen from us, so now both of them are impacted. That's kind of different. I don't know if I've heard that before.
Now I'm just wondering, though, I mean, because you would think at this point the bases are covered. I know this last album, or it was not this last album, not Cowboy Carter, the one before, Renaissance. There's a lot of samples used. Like, that was the basis of it, and a lot of was backtracking to many, many years ago. And a lot of the people that samples were used were involved in the shows themselves. But now, all of a sudden, this was not taken care of by her team. Let's see if they settle or they find a way to get out of it. In the meantime, let's watch what Netflix is calling and celebrating the most hateable TV show ever made.
All right, I'm here for it.
Tongue-in-cheek response after the new series Buying London premiered with a scathing reaction and 0-star reviews.
Oof.
The new reality series, touted as the British version of Selling Sunset. Is that something you guys watch in your
I've seen this
household?
before.
I have not.
It's one of the many shows where it's like usually in Hollywood or something, and it's the realtors for the rich and the famous, and you go in like real nice expensive houses and stuff.
So now this new show, Buying London, the tagline reads, "Big houses, big drama, a little less sun." From the splendor of Mayfair to the serenity of Holland Park, the series gives a where's where of London's most expensive and coveted locations. But despite the fascinating insight into the world of the ultra-rich and the unattainable housing woes, it apparently is like nails on a chalkboard as far as the drama goes.
Damn.
The Guardian offered a truly pitiful 0-star review, calling the show boring and infuriating at the same time. Probably the most hateable TV show ever made, and Netflix is like, awesome, come on and watch it. The reviews continue to pour out to be bad. Painful watch, stop watching it. People in London are very upset.
Was it Scooby-Doo or what was
Velma?
Velma. That worked for Velma. People were like, this is the worst thing ever. It's a dumbass show.
Got the season 2.
Yeah, everybody was like, well, I want to see the worst show ever. And then people tuned in and it ended up getting a bunch of numbers.
Now, will this get the numbers?
I don't know.
Because as far as the body count goes, that's at 0. But we now have a new show coming to Hulu, reality style, a dating show for virgins.
I'll watch this.
Just when you think that they have tapped everything, they touch on the untappable, or have yet to be tapped. It's called Virgin Island. And it's
of course
exactly,
it's an island.
Yeah.
There's always an island.
It's right next to MILF Island and some of the other locations.
Now, that's a cruise destination. Which one are you going to go to? A bunch of people who've
MILF
never
Island.
had sex will date, participate in unique and romantic activities together, and make major decisions and commitments to one another. So there's no word on a release date, but you can apply online if you're over 21 and still haven't gotten it in yet, or whatever, because you have the opportunity to tell
You
the whole
have to
world.
be 21 to do this show?
Oh, no, just over 21.
Yeah.
They don't want anyone under 21 because guess what? They want to make sure you're blacked out drunk while the cameras are rolling.
And it's more impressive if you're still a virgin and the number's high. Like, if you're like a 40-year-old
Nobody was ever
virgin,
impressed that I was a virgin at 21.
That's not bad. 21 virgin is not bad. If you hear somebody's like 40, 50, and then you're like, wow, that's kind of, that stands out.
Yeah, but do you think they're going to throw, like, are they all going to be the same age? Like, there's a range of ages.
I would
They can't just
imagine.
have people in their between 20 and 29
Yeah. I knew
and
somebody.
then throw in a 40-year-old.
I knew somebody who was an older virgin.
And
And not too long ago, he passed away, and I have not
did he die
talked to
virgin?
any. I was. That's one of the things I'm kind of curious about.
Wow.
Like, if he ever
There's at some
made it
point.
over that hurdle.
Would it not be, and like, I'm not, if you're like a male, straight male, 40-year-old virgin, at some point you can just go and get it done.
Get a prostitute, you talking about?
Like a prostitute.
Yeah, just a lot of people who actually do that, yes.
I think it's probably not the same for female virgins of that
Some
age.
people do it because of religion. Some people, there's various different reasons to do it. And it seems to be more likely to be a man than a woman because, it's easier for women to get laid.
A massage of that nature for ladies, right?
No, not that
Correct me if I'm wrong. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Unrelated, but this guy right here, he is auctioning off his stuff.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop D-O, double G is right, and he is auctioning off a blunt he smoked one time. Because why not? It's part of
You can sell that?
I guess so. He's auctioning photos, PlayStations, autograph. It sounds like he's having a yard sale he's going to make a bunch of money on.
I know, but imagine this. If I was like, Sabrina, we got to go get in the car. Snoop Dogg is having a yard sale right now. I'd go to a Snoop Dogg yard sale.
I'm not buying a half-smoked blunt.
No, I wouldn't want that much.
Crusty.
I mean, if you smoked it, though, you'd be on your ass.
Do you think?
I know somebody who picked up like a roach.
His joint?
Yes.
And off his ass?
They're still high to this day.
He's scared. He's in a corner somewhere. The company, The Realist, is going to host this auction. It's a memorabilia authentication and auction company. It's going to start, or I believe end June 2nd. And DJ Ski, the founder of The Realist, told Variety that the items he is putting up are iconic. Everything from lyrics, awards, Pimp of the Year award, by the way, is up for auction. Unreleased tapes, outfits, sample photos.
I mean, I would buy it, but I already have mine.
Prove it. Exactly.
I don't keep it at work.
So yeah, get your wallets ready, my friends. Or your lips if you're going to do that blunt. On the boob tube, have fun this weekend. How about that? Just enjoy yourself and stay hydrated because it's super hot everywhere all the time. Follow your dreams at me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. Just posted a new reel and would love for you to view it for at least 5 seconds. Pretty please. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back this week in Florida with Seline, we'll take a trip around the Sunshine State. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on University Boulevard westbound at Hall Road. There's an earlier accident still causing a bit of delays on Severin Boulevard southbound near Hunt Club Boulevard. And on some of the major roadways, there's congestion. The Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road, on I-4 through the city between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to upgrade your laundry room with a brand new LG Signature washer and dryer from Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. There are 5 different contests with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contests.
Are you the decision maker in your company?
Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Lemonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. There are drinks. And there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Lemonade are registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Happy Hour is back at Twin Peaks. Get up there Monday through Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. or late night Sunday through Thursday from 10 p.m. till close and score sweet deals like 22-ounce Peak Signature taps for $4.50. How about half-price wine by the glass and epic shots of Fireball, Jack Honey, and Cuervo Silver for just $2.99. And if you're feeling snacky, they also have some of their favorite apps available for just $5, including queso and chips, fried pickles, Billionaire's Bacon, and crispy mini tacos. Get up to Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Get semaglutide for half the price of Ozempic at Red Mountain Weight Loss today.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank. B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The only radio show strong enough to fight off a Category 5 hurricane.
As people flock to destinations all over the country, Vegas, I think we said, was number 1 on the list. Miami was like 5, Orlando 6, New York City was number 2. People are traveling. There's a lot of people out on the road, so be careful out there if you're making the rounds. And there's, what did I say, 44 million other people just like you driving around on the streets. Trying to get to their destination for Memorial Day. With that in mind, you ready to do this, Seline?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Yes, it is. The weekend is here. The long holiday weekend, which will be nice. And it's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 to 14 days.
Okay.
Because I didn't do this last week.
Right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
But we're going to check it out. And I feel like these stories are more common than you'd think they are. But obviously, Sean, if you dropped your phone from, say, the top of a building and it landed in the street, you would expect it to be
done
toast,
for.
right?
Yeah, I would think that would ruin any phone.
What if it landed in the grass?
From the top of a building, I still feel like it would be broken. That's a ways.
You'd think it would, but in Zephyr Hills, a man managed to recover his phone without a scratch, and maybe this is a good advertisement for the phone.
Or grass.
Unfortunately, it's a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra in a deer lamon case, Deerlamn. No, not sure what that is.
Okay.
But he recovered the phone without a scratch after it fell from his pocket 12,000 feet in the air while he was skydiving.
Damn.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Frank Carbalito, said that wrong, said, I got that feeling that we all get when we know we're missing our phone. We start tapping our legs. We're like, all right, where is it? The content creator regularly shares footage from his skydiving adventures, captured a video showing the moment his phone slipped from his pocket as he and another skydiver were performing a midair trick. He said it happened so quickly that if you play the video normally, you'll miss it. You blink and you miss it. That's why he had to pause and zoom in to the phone, because it was like just a quick second. He used a Find My Device feature that provided him with coordinates, followed the coordinates, led him to a wooded area where he managed to recover his phone. Said he'd heard of this happening before with people's phones, dropped all kinds of places, and but
that worked out in his favor, huh?
Yeah, that's unbelievable, man.
How old do you think you were when you could no longer fit inside a standard clother dryer?
Ooh.
I believe I still can.
Yeah, right. Prove it right now.
Can you imagine? I don't know. When I was a teenager, I could definitely fit into a dryer.
You know what? I don't think I've ever tried, like ever as a kid, tried climbing in there.
Well, it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
it's a terrible idea.
Bad, very bad. I worked at a place that had like industrial-sized dryers.
Mm-hmm.
And part of like a initiation was to place someone in there, and you had to do 3 loops, and you were part of the crew. So I could fit into that one.
Not with the dryer on. They just like spun you by hand.
No, dry her on for like 10 seconds. Won't do anything.
Wow, that is a hell of an initiation.
It is. And look at me.
That's
Turned out just fine.
A lot of lawsuits that could stem from that, one would think. But in Escambia County, deputies in Florida discovered more than just clothes in a dryer after finding a wanted suspect in what they called the tumble-ready hideout while serving a warrant last week. They were looking for 31-year-old David Jerome Jackson. Mm-hmm. He was wanted for a March shooting into a home on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, damage to property, possession of firearm by a convicted felon. They received a tip he was in this home, and they began to search after getting a warrant. They made their way to the laundry room after looking extensively and not finding anybody. He was discovered in a, quote, remarkably small dryer drum, not even a regular-sized dryer. The look on his face was a combination of guilt, embarrassment, and warm hosiery.
That's a brave move because getting in the dryer, it's a great hiding spot, but also if you're found, you're not running. You're like, all right, you got me. I'm not going anywhere now.
As soon as they open it, you're like, I'm closed. I'm not ready.
That's the
that'll work
gamble that you took. Well, here's some jokes that are on that level. Because this was
stand by it.
This was
whatever.
So stupid. This was posted on the Escambia County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, I believe, which means they have to fill it with a bunch of dryer-related jokes. So it says he was pulled from the dryer one limited time as he clung to his tumble-ready hideout. Outside the dryer, deputies removed 3 dryer sheets, 2 mismatched socks, and a crumpled-up tissue from his surprisingly wrinkled Star Wars shirt. As always the case, all suspects are presumed innocent and free of static cling.
That's not the best hiding spot, though, for when the police came. I remember it didn't work out for this guy, but there's an episode of Cops, I think, where the cops are chasing after this dude, and he ran into somebody's backyard, and he was hiding under a flipped-over little kiddie pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that one's good.
that was a good one.
A raid in which the man, I put a lampshade on himself, and it was so dark that they went right past him.
Where are you guys on? My guess is that
Abortion?
You don't care. Oh,
let's get deep. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
you
mean to
screwed
throw
him
it
up.
out.
You completely broke him.
It's kind of a debate in the culinary world because some people who do this on Chopped, like if they get the wrong judge, they'll be like, never do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people are like, they don't care. But where are you on garnishes on your plate that are not able to be eaten?
Can't get that out of here. No.
See,
I don't want it.
I don't find out they're not able to be eaten until I've attempted to eat them.
Well, I got the restaurant for you to avoid, Sabrina.
Okay.
Because in Tampa, the Tampa Bay Times received a tip that a Tampa Heights spot called K.O., was garnishing their plates in a very unconventional manner. People saw employees from Co. going behind the building and cutting ferns from a plot of land and using them to garnish
they
plates.
Were not.
Yep.
I love it.
They're called foxtail ferns. And the restaurant, it says, is owned by a management group that operates Cosin, a tasting menu restaurant in the same building that recently snagged a Michelin star. But next door, videos showed an employee snipping plants from the courtyard of the neighboring Pearl Apartments, an area where dogs frequently go to the bathroom and where runoff water from the building's garage can seep into the soil.
Ew.
The article writer here says, I ate at Co 2 months ago and saw the ferns for myself. Bright green plants draped across an elaborate spread of tiny bites as part of the 10-item tasting that evening. Save for a lone sprig here and there, the plants were mostly not touching my food, and when I inquired whether or not they were edible, the server informed me that they are not. They also called the apartment complex, and the management company said that they had no permission to take the ferns from
I love that they went
the patch of land.
They went and did it. They're like, they're not going to notice.
Yeah, it looks
cool.
fancy.
It's great
yeah.
for Instagram.
Something about it didn't sit right. My bill for 2 people came out to $464.40 after tax and a mandatory 20% service charge. At that price, this writer expected a little more than decorations foraged from a patch used for dog relief. Also, they sent some pictures to the University of Florida's Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, or sorry, what was something with agriculture at the University of Florida, and said the troubled herb, it says, there's no telling what insecticides or other chemicals may be present in the soil, but it was also like mildly poisonous. Like not gonna kill you, but it's gonna ruin your day.
There are companies that provide that, right?
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
a whole thing, especially if you're charging that much for a plate.
$400 for a bill.
Let's save some money and just go steal from the place where dogs pee.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Makes sense.
You're getting what you pay for, I guess, there.
Sounds delicious.
Spared no expense. A Florida priest has been arrested. He allegedly bit a woman while arguing with her during communion.
Sorry? What?
Hey, isn't there video of this too?
There might be. Look it up.
I think I saw a video of this, and the priest at one point goes, "I'm not denying I bit her. I did it to defend the communion or whatever." He had an excuse.
So he bit her? That's not really how it goes, because sometimes you either have you extend your hand to be placed, the Eucharist placed into you, or you open your mouth for them to put the Eucharist in your mouth. So
yeah. Well,
the biting was totally on his accord.
Yeah, the woman told deputies that the accused would not give her what she kept referring to as the cookie. She would not give her the cookie and could not understand whether it was because of her sexuality or attire. He wouldn't give me the cookie. I don't know if it was the way I was dressed or...
Probably because you called it a cookie, ma'am.
According to the report, Father Fidel Rodriguez allegedly became upset with her claims and tried to ram a cookie into her mouth.
You want to see this?
I would love to.
WRAL has a report. Let's see if they show the priest actually doing this.
Catholic Mass happens every Sunday at St. Thomas Aquinas Church in St. Cloud, and there, like churches all over the world this past Sunday, parishioners received communion. But this unidentified woman says when she tried, she was bit by the priest, identifying him.
They filmed off the phone
as Father Fidel.
Oh, and she tried to fight him.
Yeah, there was a fight going on at the front of the church.
St. Cloud police, the scuffle started when she tried to receive communion.
He wouldn't give me a cookie. I don't know if it was because the way, or what it is that I like.
A witness telling police in this report that she was singled out because of her sexuality and attire.
So that he forcefully tried to shove it and put it in her mouth. Of course, backed up.
My God. All right. There you go.
What's this cop fiddling with? That's blurred out.
I don't know. That's weird, isn't it? It's like blurring out half of the frame right now.
Maybe it was his phone or something. I don't know. They said that the priest in question was asking her, and I don't remember ever being asked this. So technically, you're supposed to not take communion if you haven't confessed that week.
Mm-hmm.
That was the original Catholic rules.
I've definitely broken that before.
Many people do not follow them. I never
you
did.
were Catholic.
I'm not, but my friend was Catholic, and he used to go to church with him on Sundays.
So you just went and
sometime.
got the Eucharist?
Yeah, everybody else was doing it, so I don't know. I thought I was supposed to as well.
You would have gotten bit by that priest for sure.
Now they tell people who aren't Catholic to cross their arms over themselves as an indication. This way they don't get left behind. Then they'll bless you, but you don't get the Eucharist. Either way, I've never heard of I've never heard of a priest asking about the confession. It's like, did you confess? I don't think you confessed, and that's why he didn't want to give her the cookie. Sean, you said earlier if somebody said, like Trump about Ted Cruz, that your wife looked like a dog, you would punch them in the face.
Mm-hmm.
This man in this next story is very much on the same level, maybe even crazier. They say a homeowner was defending his wounded wife. The incident happened on Thursday, May 16th in Avon Park in Highlands County. There was a guy that got in and shot this guy's wife, and he went into defense mode like ludicrous speed.
All right.
He said a homeowner defending his wounded wife grabbed a 7-inch knife and, quote, went to work, unquote, on the accused gunman, cutting him to pieces.
Oh, my God.
According to investigators, the suspect was very much deceased by the time the deputies could get to him. This was according to Sheriff Paul Blackman in a video posted on Facebook. Deputies found 2 possible victims, male and female, both 69 years of age. Both had serious injuries. It was discovered that this guy used a ruse to gain entry into the victim's residence. Once inside, he produced a firearm and shot the female victim in the face. The male victim, seeing his wife shot, armed himself with what is described as a 7-inch garden knife and then went to work on the suspect, overpowering him, killing him, and then some.
And then some. What's the then some?
Cut him to pieces.
He kept going.
He just kept cutting and cutting.
Okay. The very much dead quote is the indicator that this was really bad.
The wife was hospitalized in stable condition, according to the sheriff's office. They said about the man, "I would like to commend the male victim for his bravery and quick action in defending his wife in their home. We will pray for her full recovery." Oh my gosh. The suspect has a criminal history that includes 12 felony convictions, 6 stints in prison. Let's see. Guy was wearing a Family First Money Second shirt while scamming an elderly woman. Defunding the police is not a thing in Miami because they just rolled out their first police car. That is a Rolls Royce.
It's something else, man.
That is a good-looking car. And
it's to recruit. They're like, hey, you could maybe see this if you get this job, but you'll never, ever touch it.
And last but not least, in This Week in Florida, guys, because it is a 3-day weekend, it's the beginning of something. And obviously, all of our problems are already solved because it's Freedom Summer, and Ron DeSantis has spent his time mandating that the bridges only use the red, white, and blue lights and no other colors for lights.
All right. There we go. We fixed it.
This, of course, is going to be a problem for any of the Pride things going on in the month of June.
That's right.
And Juneteenth, they usually do like a red, white, and green for Juneteenth. That's not going to be a thing. But, you know, it's Freedom Summer. And obviously, freedom is important to a lot of people.
Are there a lot of bridges that can do this? I don't even know if I've ever seen one.
There are a bunch, I think. Yeah, there's one in Sarasota that usually changes their lights for whatever's going to be.
And what happens if they decide to not do that?
Straight to jail.
Yeah, right to jail.
Right. Burn the bridge.
It's almost June in Florida, and our problems are gone.
Woo.
It's gonna be a pretty great year.
I hope this is the right one.
I hope so too.
One more piece of business for old Governor Ron. We can't let our roadways go queer. My freedom summer sure would be a bummer if the bridges were gay. Ronnie, why don't you turn
That's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, Seline.
I'm for gay bridges all day.
Quick break. When we come back, we'll get to this Celine Dion update, which is wild. And they want us to do something with the cicadas, and I'm just not getting on board with this. What's happening? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031, and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
There's a bit of congestion on some of the major roadways to watch out for this afternoon. Southbound on Florida's Turnpike between Hancock Road and Oakland Exchange, between the Greenway and US 192 on I-4, between US 27 and after State Road 429. Heavy delays there, and authorities are clearing up an accident on University Boulevard westbound at Hall Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet you'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com. Hey, Russ Rollins here. Did you know Life Imaging FLA? They've been around for about a year now, a year of saving lives. And I say that, and it's all actually accurate. I have 4 friends who went to Life Imaging FLA, found out they had heart blockage they had no idea that they had, and it did save their lives. Dozens of listeners have told us the same story about finding out about cancer early and heart blockage. You can go and get this same scan done, and it will give you peace of mind, and also can let you know in advance if you have something that you need to take care of. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer when it comes to early treatment and the outcome. It's Life Imaging FLA. If you want to get that heart scan, pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and with a few minimum requirements, this is a $699 value, and you can get that free heart scan like I did. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA.
Friday through Memorial Day Monday. Get it all at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. A $500 Amazon gift card. 0% APR financing. No payments till next year. And shop the best used car selection in Orlando. Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home with a lifetime warranty. While supplies last. See dealer for details.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
16th Minute of Fame is the new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week, we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 feral hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And I do too. Who are they? What made them notorious? Why did the internet choose them? And what does a person do when they get more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 16th Minute of Fame.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
Sabrina was talking about with Sean Kingston. Did you see his house is 14,000 square feet?
Have you been to Davie, Florida?
Yeah, they said the whole neighborhood where Sean Kingston lives is like celebrity city.
Yeah.
The Rock is there.
It's also in the middle of nowhere. So
oh, is it really?
Lots of land, yeah.
Is it like ranch style places out there?
Very much so. I mean, at least like when I was in high school, Davie was the lots of farm involved.
Mm-hmm.
Even a place, for some reason, that was the go-to to get like the haystacks for the field parties we would have that were miles away so that the cops wouldn't show up and we could have kegs.
My God. Yeah, it's 14,000 square feet. You get lost in a place that big. You just wander. There's like a west wing and an east wing to a place that's 14,000 square feet. Our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm joins us in the studio. Hello, Mo.
Good day, Mr. Lawson.
There he is. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Hey, I don't know if you saw this, but I thought this was a bold and stupid move. Remember the story? You guys remember this. We talked about the story where a former flight attendant for American Airlines had like taped his phone up, set it up in the bathroom so he could videotape people.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
All right. So that guy got in trouble, obviously. And one of the people...
I don't think he got in enough trouble. Like, didn't the charges get dropped or something happened that like he got away with it somehow?
Look that up because I know it was a really big case. Like the FBI was involved in everything. And there was an update on this week where American Airlines looked pretty bad. There's a 9-year-old girl who I guess must be suing American Airlines. And in their filing, in their response to the lawsuit, the American Airlines said, hey, it should have been obvious that there was a phone recording this 9-year-old. She should have known that there was a phone in the bathroom, and it's not our fault. She was so stupid. She didn't see the phone record.
Got it. Right. That makes total sense for sure.
And I'm like, that's a bad look. I don't know why you would do that necessarily.
But with confidence says it.
Yeah. Sometimes
is this a different incident? Because the thing that happened last year was with a 14-year-old.
No, this is another person, I think, that was filmed by this. It says authorities say Thompson, 37, tried to secretly record video of a 14-year-old using the bathroom on a flight and had recordings of 4 girls, including the 9-year-old, using laboratories on earlier flights. So he had done it previously.
Okay, this was the thing that came out. So that was September-ish when that happened. And in December, this article in Business Insider says that American Airlines let the flight attendant delete evidence after filming the teen girl with a hidden camera in the airplane bathroom.
Ooh.
A very badly hidden camera. But yeah, the airline was accused of letting the staffer destroy any incriminating evidence.
That's like aiding and abetting somebody.
Well, it's spoliation of evidence. If it goes to trial, they could get a jury instruction. If they can show that they told them to delete the evidence, they could get an instruction that basically tells the jury to consider that evidence in a certain way, even though it was deleted.
Right. Oh, my God. Well, it just sometimes this stuff is done for legal reasons, like the 9-year-old girl, and they don't expect that regular, normal people are going to be looking at this.
Yeah, and so, the thing where they're arguing that the phone was open and obvious to the 9-year-old, that may be because they may have alleged in the lawsuit that it was kind of a hidden danger, meaning that it wasn't obvious or apparent, so they're making the argument back. No, it was right there, but you're dealing with a 9-year-old here. So, I think it's a very different standard when you're dealing with a 9-year-old. Not to mention people shouldn't be hiding phones in bathrooms anyway.
Thank you, Moses.
But
this guy's doing federal court in Boston on July 1st. He faces charges between 20 to 30 years in prison and fines of $250,000 for hiding the phone.
That's interesting because it was on a plane. It's going to be in federal court as well, which is that's bad news for him.
Yeah, he looks like he's in some trouble here. Speaking of in trouble, let's talk about this Scotty Scheffler stuff, the PGA guy who got arrested. The cops said in their police report, like, here's the version of events. The video footage absolutely, positively does not line up with what the cop put in his police report. How is that not? Is that a crime? Is there something going on there you could actually get the cop charged with?
Well, first of all, I'll say it's good lawyering that his lawyers were able to get that surveillance video, because that was not police footage, I believe. That was surveillance video from across the street or something along those lines.
They had some footage from a dash of a police car,
right,
and one was a camera on top of a pole nearby.
Yeah,
they were able to get both
because
of those.
The body camera was not on, which probably would have given a better depiction of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a fine line there between what your interpretation of events are and what's blatantly lying in a police report. Did this officer perjure himself by based on what he put in the police report? Now, I'm assuming he didn't think there was video of the situation,
right,
and that's why he put it there. But it looks like so far, at least, the prosecutors are kind of doubling down on this. They're not backing off.
Which is insane to me.
They were very difficult and argumentative at the initial arraignment.
And his attorney's like, let's go. Let's do this. Like,
right.
We're confident he did nothing wrong. And so let's see what you guys are going to do in court.
And it appears based on the video that, the story that they put in the police report is just completely inaccurate.
Yeah. You don't see a police officer being dragged at any point in time. No. You don't even see a police officer falling over at any point in time.
No, basically knocks on his window and he stops.
You don't see a vehicle moving in such either long enough or fast enough for there to be any dragging.
Yeah. And he even said he had to get like emergency medical assistance and stuff.
Yes, it seems like some gross exaggeration at the least.
Yeah, it's a frustrating thing to watch a case like this happen. And then, as I said before, when you think about this, you go, well, this is a PGA player. He's got some money. He can hire some attorneys and stuff. And if it was just like some regular poor person, they'd be facing 10 years in prison.
Right.
And you know what they would be doing? They'd be like, the police are lying. And, police are lying. You're telling the truth. You're an innocent person. Nobody would believe this person. That sucks.
Yeah, not to be, anti-police here, but I would venture to guess if they're doing it in this report, it's not the first time that they've taken some liberties in the reports. I mean, I remember when I was handling DUI cases, at one point I got like 20 or 30 DUI reports that officers had filled out.
Mm-hmm.
And you could basically look at them and you could highlight the parts that were form, and then they just placed different adjectives in there. So it was almost like Mad Libs of accident reports where the stuff didn't really happen. They were just kind of, putting in little adjectives here and there to make them slightly different, but 90% of the report was a pre-written template that they were using.
And those carry weight,
and they didn't even have ChatGPT.
Yeah, it was the modern, previous form of ChatGPT. Now maybe they do use ChatGPT. I don't know.
I am frustrated by that.
That would be a pretty good story if we found out that police were using ChatGPT to write their reports.
The tough thing is, I don't even know if there's any way to 100% verify if something is done by ChatGPT. There's
you have to ask ChatGPT to build the algorithm for the detection of that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it would be honest. I don't know if it would be honest with us. That's what the problem is. There are a lot of cicadas out there. I saw them in South Carolina all over the place, piling up on the ground at the gas station. Everywhere you look, we saw these things. And now there's a solution to this problem. It's also happening in the Midwest and many places on the East Coast. And they said the best way to combat the cicadas is to eat them.
Absolutely
Gotta eat the cicadas. You catch them, you clean them, you cook them. And they say, do you believe them here?
No.
They said they make a
Don't
great
even
substitute
say it. No.
for shrimp or lobster. So no more shrimp, no more lobster. You're going to eat the cicadas now.
Not eating a cicada.
They're
Absolutely
best when
not.
Tempura fried. And they said they're at their best once they've molted, shed their skin. They're young and juicy.
Oh, yeah.
Very juicy.
You don't want the pre-molted cicada with the skin.
How about a cicada parm, Moses?
No.
We can try it. I'll let you try it first. But
no, that's okay. I'm a whatever the version of vegetarian is for no cicadas.
Not eating cicadas. Yeah, I don't want to get anywhere near this at all. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into jury duty with Moses. Celine Dion has popped back up in the news. I feel bad for her, man. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing about this lady, and I don't even know how many people have this syndrome that she has, the stiff person syndrome, which, again, sounds like an insult or something. And it is just really doing a number on her. We'll get into that and your dispatches coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
the Monsters in the Morning.
And I'm driving her nuts, so I got to stop.
But doesn't she just love grabbing onto your fatty areas?
Damn, Daisy. I thought you were my buddy.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
Justin Fields says he was relieved to be traded to the Steelers.
It makes sense that Fields wanted out of Chicago, but why not go somewhere he can start? Pittsburgh's actually one of the worst places he could have gone. Stafford leaving Detroit for L.A. was a relief. Fields wanting to go to Pittsburgh is not a great spot. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Hard Rock Live presents an evening with animal rescue advocate, motivational speaker, and star of Animal Planet's My Pack Life, Lee Asher from the Asher House, Thursday, May 30th at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and the Hard Rock Live box office.
Hey, homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at SolarSource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. There are drinks. And there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for the future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
Your dispatches are on the way. And I was reading this story earlier, and I just kept getting more and more horrified.
Three little bears?
It is a bear. It is a bear-related story, believe it or not. Huh. And, in fact, let's just mark it. It's the worst story in the world. So why not?
No, there ain't no escaping, so let's give it a whirl. Hot your kids, hot your wife. It's the worst story in the world.
All right, I'm tired of seeing these headlines. I don't want to go anywhere near this, but it's happened to somebody else. And it said family members have been infected with brain worms after eating undercooked bear meat. And hearing what happens to you when this occurs, like imagine you're gathering for a family meal and everybody gathers around.
Come on, y'all, bear's ready.
Yeah, like the bear is ready to go. That would never happen in my family. I would be like, what, the bear? No, we're not doing bear. I've never eaten bear. I don't think I ever will, but this family did. It says a number of family members who shared a meal of bear meant that one of their family members, bear meat that one of their family members had harvested earlier were subsequently infected with brain worms, which is a nightmare. I think RFK Jr. had those as well recently. He said brain worms ate a portion of his brain. In July 2022, the Minnesota Department of Health was flagged that a 29-year-old man had been hospitalized multiple times over a 2.5-week period with symptoms including fever, severe muscle soreness, swelling around the eyes, and other various maladies. Following his second hospitalization, the man told doctors he had days earlier attended a family gathering in South Dakota, and one of the meals they shared included kebabs made from black bear meat that had been harvested by one of the family members in northern Saskatchewan.
I mean, is there a way to tell that this meat has worms in it? Or it's like a huge toss-up?
Here's the problem, and I'm not sure if you know about this, Seline, but I guess bear meat is kind of dark. and it makes it harder to tell if it's cooked or not.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of gamey meat that's like that.
Yeah, so they served it rare, and when you don't cook your meat all the way through, you don't risk this.
Don't want rare bear.
Oh my God, I don't want brainworms. I know that.
It's very rare, though.
That this happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says between 2016 and 2022, 35 cases of it and 7 outbreaks in the U.S., most of which were linked to the eating bear meat and wild boar.
Oh, really? So bear is a common one that they have this problem with. Yeah, that is not good. It can move through your body and move up into your brain, and it is. Ugh. I'm going to pass on that. Moses, would you eat some bear kebabs?
I think I'm good.
Yeah?
I'll stick to my chicken parm.
Chicken parm world is much safer.
Much safer.
Yeah, you're cruising over there with
good,
that.
though? Is bear good?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, you got to
No,
go
thank
for
you.
it.
No worms
You want to
for
eat
me.
human but no bear?
I would try human
Thank you,
for
Moses.
the curiosity factor. Bear, now I can't put on that list because of this brainworms thing. I don't want brainworms.
What about a nice bear stew?
No, I don't. It has to be a
Bear
long time
tartare?
has passed after this.
Oh.
It's on my bad list
Bear
right
rah-rah?
now. Moses, we might be taking part in something.
Yeah.
Before the ban on lab-grown meat goes through in the state of Florida, the lab-grown meat people reached out to us, and they're like,
I heard them.
Want to try our meat?
You want to try our lab-grown meat? And I was really surprised that everybody was on board.
Hell yeah. Who did
I
you
thought
think
you
was
guys
not going to
were-
be on board?
I don't know. I thought maybe you guys would be like, no, I don't want to try
In
that.
all the discussions we've had, all of us have been game for bear meat. Here we go again. Lab-grown meat.
Would you eat bear meat if I had that brought in on the show?
Not
Yes.
after that story, to be completely honest.
No, I
with you.
wouldn't either.
I would want to
wouldn't
make sure that it was properly cooked. But
you would try it?
Yeah.
Can bear jerky have worms in it? That's very well cooked, is it not?
I wouldn't think
Try
so.
it out.
But every type of meat like that I've tried, like there was a butcher place that we used to go to every once in a while.
Oh,
and
the
they
old
had,
butcher place.
They had a freezer, and in the freezer they had like rattlesnake,
Oh, yeah.
camel, all kinds of weird stuff. Everything I've ever had like that was gross. And you find out there's a reason why we eat the animals that we do. But
They're tasty.
we found the good tasting animals.
It's tasty.
Chicken parm is better than bear parm. I
It's
know
thickness.
that without even having to try it out. I don't even have to give it a shot.
We'll still do a video on it just to be sure.
Yeah, because look, you got to
never
enjoy your time on Earth. There's nothing wrong with that. Here's an update on the streamer guy who we first watched the video of him completely out of his mind, high on a stream. Then we learned that he got arrested. Here are the charges for this dude.
It's the drunkest I've ever seen a lawyer. And that's saying something.
Hey, Mo.
And you see me.
To that point. So this guy goes on his stream, and he had gone for a bathroom break that was how long, Seline? Like 30 minutes or
45
something?
45 at least.
45 minutes. He comes back. He's clearly intoxicated, and not even just on alcohol. Like, it looks like he's done some hard drugs. And now he's charged with 25 grams of cocaine or meth, possession of ammunition or a firearm.
25 grams of meth?
Yeah,
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
And child endangerment. And so he's going to represent himself.
Oh, that's smart.
If you get convicted of a felony as an attorney, can you lose your
Yeah,
license?
you can lose your license.
How does that? Does it matter
What
what
if you
kind
beat
of?
it?
I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure if you're convicted of a felony, you may automatically lose your license.
Wow.
Now, you can petition for reinstatement. There may be certain exceptions to that. Actually, at the conference I was just at, there was a guy who was convicted for selling either meth or cocaine. I forget what, while in law school.
Really?
And then eventually was admitted to be a lawyer. But it was an interesting story, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the case. So if you get hit with any felony, you could lose you lose your whole livelihood.
Yeah, basically.
My God.
What do people, have you noticed that there's a trend in attorneys who lose their license? Like, what's the go-to job? Like, are you a
that
consultant?
I've actually thought that would be like an interesting documentary to see like where these people go.
Disbarred.
After they're disbarred. But I'd say the general theme as to why people get disbarred is probably drug and alcohol use, which leads to other things that they're doing wrong, obviously. But usually it's some sort of addiction because it is a very stressful profession. There is a lot of addiction there.
Right. The thing somebody clipped together that I saw yesterday, it showed him like 6 months ago or something on the stream, and he's got a glass of liquor in his hand, and he's like, All of you are telling me I have a problem. I have no problem at all. I don't let the liquor get a hold of me. I'm doing just fine. Leave me. And he's sipping on this liquor, and then it fast forwards to him like, oh.
He was nodding off that looked like he had like shot up.
Ted on YouTube says radio show host is the after disbarred job.
What kind of stream was this? Was he in court or was he just doing a live stream?
He was doing a live stream. He has a popular YouTube channel.
Okay, gotcha.
Rakita Law, I think, is his name. And it was while he was doing that all kinds of people noticed that he was out of it. And then I think it was a day later. Was this yesterday that we showed that video or the day before? Or
something like that. It might have been yesterday. There was one point in the video where I guess somebody in the chat called him drunk. He's like, I'm drunk. I'll come to your family party to do that.
Well, I hope the live streams keep up.
Yeah,
Maybe.
my God. You got to watch yourself. You know, nobody wants the attorney that is in trouble like that. You want the attorney that's got their life together, at least a little bit more.
Right, Moses?
Yeah.
Sure. Which category do I fall in?
No, you follow the good one. Yeah, you haven't caused any of these troubles, but I do see some of these other attorneys out there doing it. We have to take a quick break. We'll get into jury duty when we come back. We'll get into Celine Dion and her troubles. And we'll finally play these dispatches that I've been promising. Also, when we return, only half of Americans know how to do this thing. And it's a little bit alarming that that's the case. What is it? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Orlando Fringe is going on now, and we want to give Fringe performers the chance to promote their shows using the Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app during the Jim Colbert Show. 30 seconds of radio time to tell the world why they should come see your show. Get the details at realradio.fm/fringe.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for this afternoon on the Greenway southbound near State Road 408. The left shoulder is blocked there. Authorities are still clearing up an accident on University Boulevard westbound at Hall Road, and there's a lot of congestion on I-4 before US 27 and after State Road 429 over the St. Johns River Bridge, and delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between the Greenway and US 192. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency. HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Get ready for a night of laughter that's bigger, bolder, and beastlier than ever before. Join us June 27th at the Funny Bone in Orlando for the Monster Night of Comedy, presented by the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind, and featuring your favorite monsters from Real Radio. Hosted by Russ Rollins with the Angel of Boom DJing the event and headlined by Ryan Holmes. Don't miss out on special appearances by Jeff Kaufman, Daisy Del Toro, Amber Nova, Angelique the Dancing Queen, and other surprise guests. Get ready for a full night of monster comedy. General admission tickets on sale now. Get ready to roar with laughter Thursday, June 27th. What else are you going to do that Thursday night? Watch old guys bicker on TV? Tickets on sale now at realradio.fm/comedy.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Friday through Memorial Day Monday. Get it all at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. A $500 Amazon gift card, 0% APR financing, no payments till next year. And shop the best used car selection in Orlando. Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home with a lifetime warranty. While supplies last, see dealer for details.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law. That's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
And we hope you have a great one for sure. So if you'd like to join us on the show before everything wraps up today, all you have to do is go over to thenewsjunkie.com. You send us what we call a dispatch. You can do audio or video, whatever makes you more comfortable. And then, bam, you're on the show just like that. let's do a little poll. We got our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm with us as well. And of everybody on the show right now, Mo, Sabrina, Seline, myself, who knows how? And I would have to say you got like a certification. Who has the CPR certification right now? Anybody?
I mean, you do have to redo it.
Okay.
Every certain amount of years, but
You had it at one point in time, at least.
multiple times, yes, for a span of quite a few years.
Have you, Seline?
Nope, never had it.
Me either. I've never had it. Mo,
My
do you
wife
have
has it.
She does? Oh, yeah, because of the baby, right?
That was just good timing, but they offered it to her at her job, and she took it.
Do you have the CPR training, Moses?
Not currently. I think maybe I took it once, but I can't remember.
Yes, this is one of the big problems. They said, like, only half of people in the United States of America are trained to do CPR, or even worse, in my case, stop serious bleeding. Like, if Sabrina and I were in a room together and all of a sudden I turned over and she's like sliced up and she's bleeding everywhere, all I know is I think I'm supposed to get like a shirt and tie it around her or something.
Jesus
or,
Christ.
I thought you were just supposed to video her.
No.
get some hits at the very
Set
least,
up the
right?
tripod, go live. I
What
even
am I
know how
supposed
to
to
do
do?
that. Okay.
All right, what am I supposed to do? Walk me through this.
One, you have to apply pressure.
Mhm.
You have to find something, depending on how deep it is, but likely find something to stuff the wound.
Oh, I'm putting stuff actually in there?
Yeah, like so you're grabbing that shirt. Let's say you rip it in half. You want to stuff the wound, and then on top of it, you're making a tourniquet. And that's with a belt or the same shirt, the other half, and the tighter the better. So if with a belt you have the notches, right?
Right.
But you could also find like a stick or something, and then you kind of do that thing where
you tighten it up, twist it
tighten
around.
up, and
Yeah.
They're hurting, but that's the tourniquet situation.
That's better than dying, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I just would have no clue what to do. I mean, I know the basic CPR stuff, like the staying alive and whatnot. And then I forget, I don't even know if you're supposed to do the breaths anymore. I think they may have taken that out of the equation at some point.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's hard to follow, but it's bad. We got like more than half of the people out there don't know how to do this stuff necessarily.
When you read something like that, Sean, like,
Mhm.
do you want to?
I might at some point, because what I thought of was, I was like, what if Courtney started choking? All right, what if we were like eating dinner and Courtney started choking? I don't even have high levels of confidence that I know how to do the Heimlich maneuver. I know I go back around behind somebody and I wrap my arms around him and then I squeeze on him somehow, and that's about all I know.
Jesus.
I don't know what to do. I don't know. I've never had to do that before.
You know, what
I've
if you're
seen
by
it done.
yourself choking? Do you know what to do?
Run into the wall or something?
I've just imagined Sean running face first into the wall.
How is that a bad idea?
They're like, and then they find you deceased, and they're like, it wasn't actually what he was choking on. It was him
was the
running
wall.
so hard into the wall. No,
If
you
I
grab
was
a
choking
chair.
by myself, I would take
A chair.
myself and I would push myself against the wall
That
and
is
try
incorrect.
to do CPR on myself.
Grab a
It's
chair.
not CPR. Or try to do Heimlich on myself. Grab the chair.
like this.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it's not as high.
Uh-huh.
You have to basically like ram yourself into the chair.
Oh, okay.
Where your back would go.
Yeah.
Kind of put it under your ribs, and you have to launch yourself onto it as to give yourself the Heimlich.
When I was 10 years old.
Unfazed by it. Are you going to remember this? Have you ever choked by yourself?
I'll remember that. I'll remember that part. Is that true, or are you screwing with me? Is this a long-term
No,
prank?
it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give yourself the Heimlich as
If I was
best you
screwing
can.
with you, I'd said, yeah, absolutely run into the wall as fast as you can.
In a split second judgment, I would have to do that. I have to do something. Now I got the chair move if I've got any chairs available. But when I was 10 years old, my sister's 5 years older than me. My brother's 5 years younger than me. And when I was 10, I remember a time my parents went on a trip and left my sister in charge. And I swear to God, it was like right when they left the road. They had just left. And my brother had, you know those little like red and white peppermint candies that you see everywhere?
Yeah.
Like just the quintessential peppermint candies.
Bottom of a purse.
I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, whatever those are. My brother had one of those, and he started choking. And at first it was like, geez, screwing around. And then it was like, oh no, he's actually really choking. He's starting to turn blue and stuff. And my sister did the Heimlich on him, and it worked. And the thing flew across the room and hit the wall. Impressive. It was successful, but I didn't pick up any notes on it, so I didn't learn how to necessarily do it myself.
I mean, all the
forward.
footage we've seen in the past are like ring cams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're flinging the person.
Yeah.
It's with your might. If you're doing it right, you're likely going to break one of their ribs.
Yeah, you have to put force, right? You have to put force behind it.
Now, mind you, when you go to CPR, Sean, this is good. Remember this. You've done the Heimlich, but they're still not being responsive. They're now unconscious.
Yeah.
You're doing certain steps now. I'm forgetting the acronym for it, but checking for breathing. That's with your ear.
Yeah.
Then you have to check the airway. And if there's something in their airway...
Oh, then you do the thing.
You're not doing CPR because you could make it worse. You have to try to scoop that thing out of their throat.
I thought this was when you take a pen and you stab them in the throat.
Anytime someone's coughing, that's the first thing you should do.
No, not coughing.
Oh.
It's too radical, Moses. If somebody's like not breathing and they have something, so I thought you had to like jam a pen.
No, absolutely not. I love that you're like, that's too radical, Moses. Just have to wait until.
Well, he's saying when somebody's coughing.
When
somebody's coughing, let him cough.
Part of it.
Just trying to save lives here, Sean.
In my world view, this person is like on the ground. They're not breathing right now, and you got to clear the airway.
Right, that you're not shoving a pen into their throat.
That is definitely a thing, though. It's a thing that they do.
For doctors that happen to be on the scene.
What if I don't have a doctor?
You have to scoop it with your finger, man. That's it. That's it.
All right. I'm doing the tracheotomy thing. That's what it's called. BDMX con.
Damn right.
If it's in the moment, and I think that's the only way
you have to get a knife, cut a little hole, pour a little vodka on a straw in the hole, boom.
And then they're okay. Then the person survives. Yeah. Right? And it would be pretty awesome to save somebody's life.
Yeah.
I'd be into that.
And if you use a flexi straw, it makes good music.
it's just a little bit fun. Why not, right? At the end of we're going to go over to your dispatches momentarily, but I did want to talk about this update because there's a documentary coming out, I Am Seline Dion, and it's coming out
congratulations, John.
25th. I didn't turn Korean, nor did I turn into Celine Dion, but
I did it because I'm fondly Celine Dion.
Look at my eyes.
Has come out talking about this stiff person syndrome that she has, which seems so terrible, and it's been bothering her for a couple of years now. When did you go see Celine Dion live? Was that before the pandemic and all that stuff, or I can't remember when that was?
Look up when her mom died. It was that day.
Yeah, because she even mentioned it, didn't she?
We were... almost started choking. That would have been crazy.
Oh, my God. How wild would that have been?
Yeah, because especially
2020.
Pens around me.
January 2020 is when that happened. So you were right there.
We were halfway to Miami to go see her, and we get the news, and we're like, oh, are we going to have to turn around? Still did the show.
Right. Yeah.
Bless her soul.
Professional and an amazing talent. Like, she's super, super talented, but she's at 56 years old. One of these people diagnosed with stiff person syndrome and has been battling it ever since. And it's like worse and worse. And you could see her in the documentary. At the scene that I saw, she was just crying because she was talking about what it's like to deal with this. And I think it's pretty rare. I don't even know if I've ever heard anybody else had stiff person syndrome. At least not like a famous person.
I thought I had heard of something like this, but it's not stiff person syndrome. It was scleroderma.
What's that?
Scleroderma is it's something where your body makes too much collagen. It's like your immune response tricks tissues into thinking they're injured, causing inflammation. So it hardens pieces of the skin, or sometimes it hardens like inside your body.
Oh, God.
And they called it something like hard skin or something like that.
All right, right to the point.
And the place that I had heard of it was Bob Saget's sister died of it very young. She was like 47.
Huh.
So as far as stiff person syndrome, it is affecting 1 to 2 people per million.
Oh, that's
crazy.
Rare. Yeah, that's pretty rare to end up getting that. That's what Celine Dion is battling through. So
weird
some people will be watching that.
When I looked up to figure out what that was and looked up Bob Saget's sister, you guys know what Bob Saget's sister's name is?
No.
Stiffy.
Gay.
Gay Saget?
Gay
a real
Saget.
Name? Wow. Is that a nickname?
I have no idea. Gay.
Really? Maybe, because I would think it would be short for Gaylord, but that's not, you don't usually hear that as a woman's name. That would be like old dude's name from the 20s or 30s or something.
If there was a fuller name, it didn't use it in this article. It just says Saget's sister, Gay Saget.
All right, let's go over to you. Let's hear your dispatches, and let's see what you have on your mind. Yes, that's a difficult road in life.
It's like their skin.
You didn't have a chance right out the gate if you get that name. Here's Flip talking about Memorial Day.
So on Memorial Day, I don't want to send a silly, dumb dispatch like I usually do. I'm part of the 95%ers, so I apologize for that. But I did want to honor a young man who is my neighbor's son. He's 23 years old. It's Lieutenant Zachary Galley.
Wanted him to say damn.
He, 2 weeks ago, unfortunately passed away during a training exercise when he was stationed in the Army. He graduated tops of his class in high school, college, and in basic training. He was known in the Army as a unicorn because he passed all of his training in the different disciplines that he did first try with perfect scores, and that never happens. And he also donated his time throughout his high school and college career to different charities and was very giving and very much loved in the community.
Man, that sucks. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, Flip.
Thank you for your service. How do you die in a training?
Well, sometimes, I don't know if they use like live munitions usually in training, but sometimes they could be like in a helicopter and it crashes, and then they die in the training exercise. It happens from time to time. You see at least a couple stories of that a year, I think. Here's Jackson Jill talking about eating bear.
Hey, this is Jill from Jacksonville, and please do your best to disregard the amazing music in the background.
Okay.
But y'all are talking about bear meat. I actually have a giant smoker built into the carport of my house, and I have an amazing
bear
cookbook for smoked meat.
Yeah.
And all the stuff they actually have in there for bear, pretty much everything says just don't eat bear.
Yeah, I'm staying away. I'm not going anywhere near that. You know, real quick on she
really thought that was ending with her having bear.
Right. I've been smoking some bear.
She doesn't want to. She's not into it. I did see, Seline, I don't know if you saw this or not, but some company just released an indoor smoker.
Yeah, I think I've seen. It looked like a air fryer.
It was huge. The thing that I saw was too large. It was like on the countertop, but it was like, why would I ever put that on my countertop? It's like a gigantic thing. But I guess if you want to do that,
you have to stay by a smoker the whole time?
No, I don't think so. I think you just like
so leave it
set
outside.
it.
You're fine.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is if you live in like a high rise or something. You know what I mean, where you don't have a yard to do it. Let's go over to Guitar Slinger talking about bears.
Ate him a bar when he was only 3. Ate him a bar when he was only 3. Wormy Crockett.
God, folks.
Not your best work.
You guys are into the weekend already. You gotta wait. We gotta get across the finish line first.
Are you talking about the GE Profile Smart Indoor Smoker?
I think so. Yeah,
$1,000.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Sean's gonna buy it drunk.
Yeah.
No,
you should buy it next time there's a bear at Lake Eola. We can smoke it up.
How dare you, Moses?
I would never buy that, even drunk, because I don't know how to use that kind of thing.
Remember the coverage of that bear in that tree?
Yep.
And then it ends up getting hit by a damn car.
Oh, did it? I forgot
how do you
how that
hit a
thing
bear
is.
with a car?
You just drive right into it.
Texting and driving.
Full speed ahead. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from you. It's very easy for you to join us on the show. Step up your game a little bit. You've heard the competition. It's not going to be hard to beat them, right? All you have to do is go over to the website. Go to thenewsjunkie.com on your phone, your laptop, anything with a microphone, and send us your first dispatch right now. When we, you know what? Actually, we can play a couple more, I think. I just looked up the time. I just looked up what time it was. So we shouldn't go to break right now. We should keep going for a little bit. So let's go over to Squilly.
Hey, everybody. Happy today. And I'm glad I made it home in time because I wanted to wish a very happy birthday to one Mr. Sean Lawson and my friend Sharkbait. So this is in the key of G for anyone who cares.
All right. Swilly, thank you.
Does Swilly have a bunch of like reptiles too?
Yeah. He's a man with many, many different things that
Strange
he can
life.
do. Yeah, he's got the.
What was that?
It's weird.
What
I felt like you were going to say talents, and then you stopped. It's so I thought it's so odd.
I know. I'll say that he's got many talents. Yeah, so I'm fine with saying that. He's into the reptile world, and I think that was a violin, wasn't it?
Sounded like it.
Yeah.
Violin? Okay.
I guess so. Okay, one more. Here's Dispatch Dan talking about CPR.
Well, if I had a penny for every time I had to do CPR, but I guess it's different because it was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Or really, it's a little more
Remote
difficult.
CPR.
You got to get a hysterical person to do it. A lot of times, by the time they call us, CPR is not going to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a handful of saves that I've gotten because we started CPR so quickly. Those are,
How many non-saves?
great stories, but CPR works.
Yeah.
Breaths.
I would not keep those statistics, just for the record. Like, if I had a job like that, I do not.
In the file.
Yeah, I don't want to know how well I've done or how bad. It's one thing where I don't want to score that. Okay, when we come back, we've got much more to get into. Still didn't do jury duty. Just kicking that can
Thanks,
down the
Moses.
road. But Moses, we're doing that.
All my fault.
It's happening next, all right? That is coming up next in the news, Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard westbound at Forest Boulevard. The right lane is blocked there. There's an earlier accident still causing a bit of congestion on University Boulevard westbound at Hall Road. Heavy delays on I-4 before Champions Gate and over the St. Johns River Bridge. Slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike southbound between the Greenway and US 192. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Batteries Plus offers a wide array of battery and lighting solutions, along with key fob programming and expert phone repair, with locally owned stores in your neighborhood as well as commercial accounts to power your business. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of their 700-plus locations today.
That mortgage guy, Don, is a friend that has your best interest in mind. Also, that mortgage guy, Don, offers HELOCs, home equity lines of credit and second mortgages to cash out equity without touching your first mortgage. So don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree man-sized drafts.
Secure your roof's future today. Don't gamble with the elements. Book a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting now. Throughout May, get 15% off any roof repair or replacement. Plus, enter for a chance to win $10,000 towards your next roof replacement at the iHeartMedia Orlando Dream Home Makeover. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your inspection. Offer ends May 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to change. Contact us for full details. Licensed and insured in Florida. CCC 057165. CBC 125. 8484.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now during our Memorial Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Memorial Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
16th Minute of Fame is the new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week, we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 feral hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And I do too. Who are they? What made them notorious? Why did the internet choose them? And what does a person do when they get more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 16th Minute of Fame.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Home of the world famous Game of Magnets. This is
We've been talking about Google AI and how I think Google has just gone full evil with this. And the reason why I think that is because Google used to be about showing you all of the places you could go on the web. And then they would allow for users to click on those places. And then it created an economy where people can make money off of their websites and different Google searches. And now they've shut most of that down by trying to just keep you on the Google search page with the answers, right? So, and the answers are things that other people have written. They just stole the content and wrapped it up in their AI, which is rich. But some of the things that are happening now is answers gone wrong, and somebody screenshotted this, and somebody Googled, how many rocks should I eat? And the Google AI said, according to UC Berkeley geologists, eating at least one small rock per day is recommended because rocks contain minerals and vitamins that are important for digestive health. However, some say eating rocks can be dangerous. Yes, yeah, I'm going to recommend against the eating rocks part.
But you're not a doctor.
Will we go back to UC Berkeley and ask, well, how and when?
I Googled this, and it's from a satire article.
Yeah,
that somebody had
look,
read.
it's cited in that screenshot. Look to the right where it says they cite The Onion.
Yeah. They just serve this up as an answer for people who are Googling how many rocks. If they're Googling how many rocks they should eat each day, we may have lost them already. It may be a lost cause. I can't remember who told me this. And I thought it was Moses, but he says no. And maybe it was one of the two of you who told me this. Do either of you, Sabrina or Seline, know somebody who's been to that club in Disneyland 33, the rich person, fancy person club that's hard to get into?
Not me.
It wasn't either one. I don't know who it was who told me this. They're making a movie about it. Now, have you heard of this before? The Club 33?
No.
It's a private club at Disneyland. I don't know if they have one in Disney World as well, but it's super exclusive.
I feel like I might know somebody that went there.
I
I'm not
swear,
really sure.
I thought it was you, and you were like, hey, I had a friend who had been in there before for something. It cost $25,000 to get into Club 33.
One time?
And one time, and then annually it's $10,000 more.
Great value.
Yeah,
I thought you had to be a shareholder or something.
I don't know. It doesn't say that here. It's kind of nondescript. I think it's kind of like hidden.
What's in the club?
I think there's a restaurant in there, and there's some other stuff. They have alcohol in there.
Oh, okay.
And,
well, in that case, money well deserved.
In Disneyland, it at least used to be, maybe still is, the only place that served alcohol.
Right. Yeah. And like Tom Hanks, Elton John, Christina Aguilera, all of them are club members. And they actually have this little like pass that lets them into this super secret place inside Disney. But yeah, I guess they decided they were going to make a movie about this. And
what a fascinating sounding movie.
Hey, guess what? It's got big names behind it. The guy who did it wrote Shazam and Goosebumps. And the director is from Deadpool and Wolverine, which is about to come out and is pretty big, actually. I think it's going to be pretty big. All right, let's get into it. Enough dragging our feet on this. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. If you get into an accident, there is a lot of different opportunities out there for you in terms of attorneys, but make a smart decision. Don't be just a name on a spreadsheet. Make sure you reach out to Moses. 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Do we have anything on the list, C-Lane? I know we had the thing from earlier. What do you have on the list for Moses?
All right. You wanted to ask about the legal implications for ChatGPT with Scarlett Johansson's sound-alike voice.
Oh, yeah, we had a big discussion over that on the show. Okay, so ChatGPT launched an AI voice, which if you haven't messed with it, Moses, is pretty cool. Pretty advanced. And it sounds a bit like Scarlett Johansson in the movie Her.
Sounds exactly like Moses.
It doesn't sound like her regular voice. It sounds like her voice in that movie. That's what I think the dude wanted. That's why I tweeted her.
Like her professional voice that she would use.
Yes. And so Sam Altman of OpenAI sought out her, Scarlett Johansson, and said, "We got a project. Would you like to do this?" She said no. Right before the announcement, he went back and said, "Hey, would you like to do this?" And she said no, she didn't want to take part in it. And so they chose somebody else who sounded like her. And I guess there are some cases where this has happened before and people have won. But what does that look like in terms of litigation? Does she have a chance there, or what do you think?
Well, I think so. I mean, from the spirit of the law is in her favor. There's just no laws directly on the books yet that protect her voice in this exact situation. So there's been other situations where celebrities, companies have hired people to sound like celebrities.
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
And of course, there was the famous lawsuit with Back to the Future where the guy, they tried to make his face look like the first guy. I forget the guy's. Seline probably remembers the guy's name.
Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
I think they didn't pay him for using old footage of him in the second movie. Like, they didn't hire him for the second movie.
Didn't that happen in Top Gun too? I think there was.
It was somebody whose picture.
Yeah,
we talked to Moses about this, and
right.
Yeah, they tried
for
to
the
get
audio
it, but
thing though.
Work.
You're saying that if it sounds exactly like them or close to them, or people will, I guess, hear it, maybe think it's that person, then they'll have a shot.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if the consumer could connect that person to whatever's being sold or whatever's being used, if the general consumer could confuse it as actually being the person, then they have a cause of action there.
Right.
But right now, there's just nothing on the books to protect from AI. In the past, it's been a voice impersonator, or they hire somebody who sounds very similar and say, hey, sound exactly like this person, and they do an impersonation, but they use it in a non-parody sense where they're actually trying to sell a product or something along those lines.
Because this isn't, you could get away with parody and stuff, but this isn't even that at all. Does it hurt them or help them that they tried to give her the job to begin with?
I think it actually hurts them. Because,
I do too.
Again, it's like
because it's very clear that that's what they wanted.
Right. She turned it down or whatever happened, or they couldn't reach an agreement. And then they basically said, well, we're just going to use your voice anyways.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an actual person. That's what they say. That's what they say. We don't know. But they said it's not AI. It's another human being that they paid to use her voice. And it isn't Scarlett Johansson. It was somebody else entirely. But when you approached her twice and then the person does sound like her, it makes it look like you couldn't get what you wanted, so you made a knockoff version of it.
Right.
And
the general person may not know the difference.
Right. Yeah, she was, and this helps her out, I think. She was saying her family and friends were contacting her saying, oh, we thought this was you. This sounded like you.
Yeah, and the fact that they offered it to her shows that it wasn't just a mere coincidence or an accident. It showed that there's possibly intent behind what they did, where they intended for this person to sound like Scarlett Johansson.
It'll be interesting to see where that one goes, because there's a lot of other things that could open up. What else do we have, Seline?
The other thing we had I put down is a lot of talk this week has been surrounding this video of P. Diddy assaulting his girlfriend in the hotel lobby.
No, it's bad. Did you see that?
Not a great look.
Yeah, it's bad.
And the report is allegedly, and I think this is according to the lawsuit that she filed, that he paid off somebody at the hotel to keep this video under wraps to the tune of $50,000, which seems low to compromise your morals. I would need more. But
is that the question? What are your morals worth?
No. Is this a negotiation right now?
What do you think my morals should be worth, Moses? No. If authorities were able to identify somebody who took money, some representative of the hotel, who took this money to cover up this video of abuse, could that person who took the money also be in legal trouble?
It depends on the circumstances of it. So if there was some sort of subpoena to the hotel, if there was some sort of investigation where the person lied to the police, where the person destroyed evidence, after they had been contacted, then yes, they could face charges. However, if P. Diddy contacted this person preemptively before anything really happened and said, hey, there may be some compromising video of me there, I'd like to pay you $50,000 to buy that video and make sure that it doesn't get released or put out there, and the person at the hotel has the authority to do that, whether they're the owner or manager or whatever it may be, then there's no real crime committed there. The crime that would be committed would be, just destruction of evidence, essentially, or lying to the police and saying that evidence never existed.
So it would have required her to report that there was a crime, and then she had...
Right.
But it still seems kind of messed up that she can't get access to a video that would have proven her claims if she had them at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea that they have this footage and they're going to let him cover it up because he paid money. And then if she approached them afterwards, they'd be like, we don't have that anymore.
Well, but as long as they don't lie about it, they tell the truth and say, well, we sold this footage back to Puff Daddy, and he destroyed it. Well, then they can use that information in court. They can use that evidence in court that he destroyed the evidence. And typically a judge will give them an instruction in their favor, basically, to the jury saying, look, you can consider the fact that Puff Daddy destroyed evidence in this
which
case.
Doesn't look good.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think none of this looks good for him at all.
But the person like operating the camera system or whatever who sees a crime committed, a pretty heinous crime, he was beating her up.
Yeah, and it's not like they don't the person. It's not like the person would have been going, well, I don't know, is this a crime? No, it's obvious a crime.
They don't have any responsibility to legally to report that.
No, typically there's no legal duty to report crimes that you witness. Whether it's somebody running a red light or speeding, you have no duty to report that to the authorities. The crime is if they become an accessory to it by help covering it up, destroying evidence, if they're under some sort of duty to preserve that evidence at that point in time.
Okay, we're way behind. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatch, your stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday and the week. We'll get into Memorial Day weekend. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll talk food with our buddy Fayaz Kara and Primetime Kitchen. For JCS Trivia, we'll have tickets to see Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind & Fire at the Kia Center. Plus, we'll have our final 4 shots for you to win $1,000, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast. And today is going to be another hot one, even hotter than yesterday. 95 degrees will be your forecast high in Orlando under mostly sunny skies. So be sure to wear the sunscreen and stay hydrated. And that will be the story really into the weekend as well. If you have any sort of outdoor Memorial Day weekend plans, make sure you are drinking the water because we are expecting temperatures with highs at 99 degrees for both Sunday and Monday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is celebrating becoming the Funny Bone. The Funny Bone guarantees the same great talent and awesome live comedy experience at Point Orlando. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Don Curry, known by fans across the country for his numerous national television appearances on May 24th and 25th. Followed by Godfrey on May 31st through June 2nd. See our calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Home to the best comedic talent on tour nationally. Come get funny at the Funny Bone.
Enjoying the News Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials. But if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are two of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman for the law offices of Kaufman Lind. When I first graduated law school over 25 years ago, I had so many ideas of what practicing law would look like. Well, after 25 years, I learned the most important thing I can do is care. There are many nights that I spend thinking about what I can do, how I can make a case better, how I can protect my client. If that works for you and you are in an accident, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. Offices, Orlando.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Kick off your summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
To wrap everything up for a Friday.
Quick wrap up, very quick.
No, we got all the time in the world since the dawn of time.
All right.
In this radio show. No, we have not a lot of time. Thank you, Moses, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Sean.
Moses.
Best lawyer.
What's going on with this bowling event that's coming up in July, I believe?
Yeah, it's not till July, but we're doing that charity bowling tournament. I think it's just about sold out. There might still be a couple tickets at justcallmo.com/bowling. And there's tickets where you can bowl with the celebrities, or you can get a pinball pass, which is kind of general admission. You hang out, have a good time,
Who's
and
the first
play some
person
pinball.
to sell out as far as the lanes go?
I think that might have been Sabrona Ambra.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Abrams. Yes.
Well, go over to justcallmo.com.
11 years. Let's see.
Go to justcallmo.com/bowling.
Yep, that's it.
And where's the place that's at again?
It's we're doing at Oviedo Bowling and Pinball Lounge.
It's a cool spot.
And all the proceeds are actually every dollar. It's not just the proceeds. Every dollar is going directly to Rosie's Adventure, which does a lot of great things for kids with cancer.
Very cool. Yeah, it's going to be a great event. So go check that out and gobble up those final passes while you have an opportunity. Stories that didn't make the cut. They all made the cut, friends.
Yay,
That's just how today went. Yeah, they did it. Congratulations.
You did it.
Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, May 24th, 2024. Today I Learned this show right here.
DuckTales.
DuckTales is right. In the background of a DuckTales episode, the words "Ask About Illuminati" are written on an eye exam chart, and they never mentioned it again. Finally, this band. That's sweet. This band, it's Neil Diamond. Whatever, band person. I'm already into the Memorial Day weekend. Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond is about a 12-year-old girl. Has nothing to do with Boston, even though Boston really, really, really seems to like the song.
Yeah, cockies.
And you have yourself a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. We'll be back
Happy birthday,
next week.
Sean.
Happy
birthday.
Same time, same place. Missed the podcast or missed the show? Get the podcast in the News Junkie. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.
For indoor soccer. For details and to join their team, follow at WG Sports Center.
You can expect your regular pockets of congestion on this Friday afternoon before US 27 and after the beach line. There's delays on I-4 eastbound approaching St. John's River Bridge and delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between Oakland Exchange and Hancock Road. There's delays on the beach line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst.